they're not going to laugh at you. Oh, we have to be quiet now. It's fine. 5, 4.
Fucking cunt.
Ah! Oh no. It's gonna get loud.
What a way to start episode 40. Welcome to the Degenerate School of Wizardry. I am one of 3 hosts. My name is Corey Shuba, and sitting across the table from me, the Italian Punisher, known as Seth. He will beat your meat, motherfucking Sacco. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's up, man? I like all the energy.
Yeah,
it's scaring me.
It's showtime. And to my right tonight,
it's like, just so everyone knows at home, he just did a bump out of the end of my dick.
To my right, we've got the man with the golden touch, known worldwide, especially on ESPN.
Yeah.
Cornhole Matt. How you
Hi.
doing, dude?
I'm good.
Here we are.
Excellent.
Guys.
How are you?
Fucking episode
Dude, you're
40.
amped.
Yeah, man.
Fucking crank.
It's time
Holy
to do
shit.
the fucking thing, man.
Let's do it.
It's episode 40.
40.
We've made it to 40 episodes, which is pretty fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, I mean, depends on if we have anyone listening.
Yeah, right.
Like, if everyone checked out on episode 39,
yeah, then
40's not so great.
Yeah. And that's what I'm guessing happened.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, they probably checked out like episode 4.
Yeah.
So this has just been an exercise of, it's been vocal masturbation pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of masturbation, though,
Oh, shit.
porn is always something that we like to talk
Yeah.
about
See,
on
here's the
show.
thing. I like that segue because you're like literally like, let's get this. Let Fatso talk about porn.
It's just a good jumping off
for 5 minutes,
I like
and then
that.
we can get past it and move the fuck on. So here's the thing. I don't really watch a lot of porn anymore, and I kind of miss it a little bit. No, I do, man. Like, I miss porn. And here's why. Because
it's not like it fucking isn't your friend that doesn't call you back.
No.
It's on your goddamn cell phone.
No,
It's not
on my not on my flip phone. There's no goddamn porn.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're
And
stuck
none of
in 82.
Back
Yeah.
to a flip phone? I thought it died.
No. Well, yeah.
Flip phones never die.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
That's why he still has his
Yeah.
from like 10 years ago.
Here's the thing, and not only that, my computer is old too. So I have a screen jacked into my laptop, and it's on a table, and I can't. It's not like you want a laptop so you can like kind of pose off to the side and
So
really
you can
kind of
put
work
it in your lap.
As I sit next to Yoko, who's my girlfriend over here, and I'm like talking about jerking off to porn.
He called you a no talent hack.
That's
No.
really.
That was
that's not
fucking
nice.
mean.
That's your nickname now, Yoko. 'Cause
You know what you should do? Next time you're pleasuring him, just bite him.
Yeah.
Just be like, oh, me so sorry. Oh, Yoko bite penis. Oh,
is,
sorry.
Is pleasure?
And then he'll never call
yeah.
you that again, ever.
Yeah. Next time you're pleasuring me, I'll be pretty safe. I'm sure.
Dude, this
dick
these
move.
unfair rips. She doesn't have a microphone.
I know. That's
right?
what you get, Yoko. Now here's the thing. This is the point I want to make to whoever is controlling porn out there.
Okay.
Keep your fucking categories in their own specific spot.
Genre.
Don't start like letting other shit leak into the categories I like, because it's like
And you know
having
why?
a
You know why
castle
that
in the middle of the fucking ghetto.
You know why that is, though, right?
No,
It's
I don't
because those categories are driven by the hashtags,
know.
and they're just hashtagging everything.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. I
And
don't
it's
want.
like a copy and paste type thing. You know
Relevant
what
I
I
don't
mean?
want
hashtagging.
like
Yeah.
gaping assholes in my amateur category, because you got to warm up, man. That's like you don't want to go do your max right off the set, like the start.
Is gaping asshole your max?
No, man. I'm
Okay.
that like I'm. If sometimes
It's like my
It's my
appetizer.
max. I'm not.
sometimes you like you got to go a little outside of your comfort zone
Gaping's
to bust
creepy.
a nut. I don't. I mean, I just use that as an example. That's not my.
I don't want
thing.
people doing the quarterback's challenge on some chick's
Yeah.
asshole. I don't want to be.
Says the fucking cornhole champion.
Cornhole's it's a smaller hole. It's a bit.
But you know what I'm talking
bit
about,
tighter.
right? Like you don't like you're kind of in the zone, and so you're really like kind of sensitive to what you're looking at, and if something pops up that you're not into, kills it.
Yeah, I concur with that.
And I'm not into. I don't like crazy shit. I like the boring shit. That's what I'm kind of into.
You know what I've been interested in lately, and it's not for jerking off purposes. Vintage porn, and a lot of it. I'm talking like
Can't
old
do
school.
Bush.
I'm talking like old school black and white.
1920s.
It's really interesting. And,
yeah, they're fat. And
well, I mean, they're just people, you know,
Yeah.
like they're just normal people. It's not like porn stars today. They're just like your average Joe. And,
whatever, like sloot they could talk into fucking
Yeah.
dropping trowel.
and you know, it's really funny.
Yeah.
It's like watching
Nice.
lesbian
Yeah.
scenes from back in the era
Yeah.
because they seem very unaware of what to do to each other. It's like, listen, lesbians have been around as long as human beings have been
Right.
around, and you chicks are either not lesbians or you have no idea how you like to be pleasured
Right.
because you guys look like you're trying to put together a
Well-
fucking 1,000-piece puzzle in 30 seconds. You know?
Yeah.
They're like, it's like, what are you doing? Are you checking her fucking pubes for mites?
Yeah.
Like, are you grooming her? What are you doing over there? And
No, I'll call back time. They're looking for a dodo.
yeah, and they all do look like Susan Boyle too.
Yeah,
that's
dude,
the,
fucking, that's
crazy.
the fucking dude. I'm gonna be jerking off to vintage porn tonight.
Oh man.
Did you hear that Susan Boyle is actually trying to get a job at the like convenience store down the street from her house?
Well, she does have like
I thought you were gonna.
No,
say
she wants to
something-
be a
she was
cashier.
gonna get into porn somehow.
No,
I was
no.
like,
No, her like lifelong dream apparently has to be a cashier at this place down the street.
yeah.
But her neighbors and stuff don't appreciate her because apparently she sings all the time.
Oh.
She has Asperger's.
yeah.
So
she
is,
has she has severe
sev-
Asperger's.
Yeah.
actually.
So
Actually,
it's
she
kinda-
has ass, dick, and pussy burgers. That's how bad it is.
She has dodo burgers.
Yeah,
That's what
dude.
she has.
Right now, she's somewhere bumping into walls.
Singing her ass off.
There's some guy in a white coat chasing her with a fucking butterfly net. Just fucking.
It's actually a dodo net.
Yeah,
and
dodo net.
It's perfect. But I just thought that was odd because she's a millionaire now. You know,
Yeah.
through her
Right.
albums and stuff. But
If you're,
you
yeah.
can't
So,
put the two together.
Do you wonder if that dodo's just waiting for it to trickle down? Like, when's it gonna be my time?
like voodoo economics?
I've been living
the
in these
trickle-down
fucking.
effect?
Yeah, I've been living in these pubes forever. How about we like pimp my pubes? You know what I mean? Like cribs for the dodo bird is living in her pubes.
I have a little fancy dye job.
Yeah,
Maybe trim this
yeah.
up a little bit.
Yeah.
I can't even get a breath of fresh air. All right,
Oh.
get this. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. You're saying she sings all the time, so it's annoying that she
Yeah, but
does
she
that.
sings like
Yeah,
a fucking
because,
angel,
like,
though.
Okay.
Yeah, but if the angel lived next door and didn't shut the fuck up, I
Right.
would be screaming
But-
through the wall. I'd be like, "Dear Lucifer, take care of this."
Is there
fucking
is there
angel."
medication for
Be
that?
like,
Like,
"Hey,
can she
Fred
take like
Flintstone, keep it the fuck
anti-Asperger pills?
down."
Like
I don't think there is Asperger pills.
Asperger pills. What the
Asperger
fuck,
pills.
man?
Man,
Come
there's
on.
pills for everything.
No, if there was, then it wouldn't be a disorder. People would
Okay.
just be
Fucking-
cured because they would take their pills.
Yeah.
But there isn't.
Oh, I don't know.
That's
I was just gonna say, would that
That's the-
be a
that's
be
the
an
name
interesting
of this
paradigm kind of thing?
episode is Asperger pills.
Asperger.
All right, noted.
Yeah.
It's going down.
Sweet.
Episode 40, Asperger pills.
But like since she's so creative with her voice and she can sing well, obviously, you know,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
and say she took these Asperger pills and it, you know, cleared her
Right.
out,
Like
cleaned
it-
her up,
like-
fucking like she's
fucking-
not annoying and whatever, but she
Like Gilligan getting hit on the head with a coconut. Just like she snaps out of it like she fucking starts doing math and shit.
I like how you're.
No, she looks in the mirror. She's like, God damn, I look exactly like Fred Flintstone. Like I gotta go to the fucking barber right now, or the hair, where the stylist. Get a little fucking like a little fucking flippy do on her head.
Oh shit!
Go
Or
to
she would just
fucking-
hold the microphone.
go to
For all those that are
Curbs.
listening to this show right now, the Italian Punisher literally has. All right. So to fit his comfort level,
Yeah.
we moved the setup to where he could just lounge it on a couch. Then he came to the conclusion that holding the microphone was
Yeah.
too inconvenient for him.
It's sitting on my Duke belly.
So now he's got it on his Duke,
Yeah.
tucked into the button of his shirt,
Yeah, like a
and it's
fucking-
laying on his chin like he's
A fat cock.
like the laziest prostitute of all
Yeah,
time.
just
like,
like-
I'm not all right for $20. You can just set your dick on my chin.
Yeah.
just set it there. Don't do anything.
That's a delicacy in some countries.
What?
With a beard this soft to lay your
What,
dick on a
chin cock?
beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It almost sounds like
I didn't know which way you were
like
going
a yard
with that.
game. Hey, go get the chin cock.
Yeah. Like something before there was TV, and ever since no one's played the fucking game.
Or an old instrument. Is someone tuning a chin cock over there?
Exactly.
What is that? Is
Yeah.
this like?
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm sorry.
It's like the fucking hoop and the stick.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, can you
Oh, I
imagine?
love the hoop and the stick.
If you were old enough to remember playing with that and seeing kids with the toys now, you'd be like, "Fuck."
Well, I
Fun.
mean, if you think about that, that's actually kind of a cool thought to think
No,
about because,
yeah,
like,
well-
if you were alive for hoop stick era, you
Sure, somebody's
saw
still around.
everything.
Yeah.
My
You
great
saw-
grandmother was, I think, like, I mean, she's dead now.
Oh.
You know,
Right.
God rest her soul.
But
Or
you did see
whomever.
a lot. Like, you saw the mass production of vehicles, cars.
Yeah.
Right.
You saw the airplane.
Yeah.
You saw World War II.
My-
You saw Vietnam.
My
You
great
saw
grandmother was
the-
alive when
saw
Mark Twain
all
was
the
still
the
alive.
Great Depression.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's why my voice sounds
She
so
sucked
shitty.
his dick so good.
Does my voice sound better now?
What?
Does
my
my
vo-
voice?
does it sound
I
better?
don't. I can't tell. I don't know from fucking.
I had the treble turned down and the bass turned way up,
Oh,
which is not. I mean, my normal voice is like
Yeah.
this.
that sounded like a 1990s like R&B hit from Salt and Pepper. I had the treble turn way up, and the bass turn way down.
I
do
wanna do some slow dicking.
Oh shit!
you think it was better for your mental development to have simple toys?
No.
You don't think so?
No,
No.
I feel the more complex the toy is for a young brain to figure out, I
Well,
think the more
you think-
mechanical the brain
You
works.
think like an iPad's more complex than say Legos?
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
totally.
Yeah. I like
Especially
where
if
I like
you
where your-
stack the iPads.
I like where your head is at as far as like the Legos being like an engineering tool.
Or
Yeah, well, what's
more
more-
real.
But here's the problem:
Yeah.
we
Real
don't
world
build
versus-
It's tactile. That's the thing.
the
Yeah.
human now. Their common citizen doesn't do any building whatsoever.
Not yet. Wait till the fucking dollar collapses. We'll all be doing that
Yeah,
shit.
that's
Yeah.
true. Hey, did you guys hear about the drought that's going out on the west coast? They are in like an extreme drought, like probably one of the worst droughts they've seen in like
Oh, shit.
50 years.
No,
Oh,
didn't hear
fuck
about
'em.
that.
Like
Dude.
literally, hold on, literally, there's counties in California that next week they will be out of water.
Do we?
Out of water.
Let me
That's
ask you
fun.
this: do we need California?
Yes.
I don't.
Eh.
You don't.
Well-
but this country isn't the United States of Sasako.
Not yet.
There's a lot of good hockey teams in
The
California
Kings,
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
West
man.
Coast
no,
is dominating that
no
shit.
ice.
So yeah,
no
get
fucking
the
hockey.
fuck rid of them.
Here's the deal, though.
Even things up a bit.
I always thought that it would be like an economic collapse that would cause like
No, it's the dollar because the Federal Reserve is just printing money.
No, what I'm saying is
Oh,
I don't think it would be an economic collapse that would cause like rioting nationwide. I think it would
Yeah.
be running out of water.
it'll be
Oh.
anything. Like we can't handle anything changing. Like when 7-Eleven is closed, I damn near punch a black person in the mouth. And I don't know why I picked a black person, but I don't.
to sound as racist
Yeah,
as possible.
of course.
Jesus.
I'm wired to just say shit that.
I know.
Look, yeah.
No, but people fucking
I can't
freaked
get
out,
my
dude.
taquitos.
Remember when what
Boom,
Yeah.
black man.
Yeah, exactly.
what goddamn Hostess cupcake was it? All of them. It was all
Yeah.
of them. Yeah, yeah.
No,
Remember
it's
when
a-
that shit went on? People were like fucking rioting, freaking out
What, the Twinkie?
about the Twinkies.
They were
and
making those right down here
the
downtown
ho-ho.
Orlando.
Never even had one before.
Suzy Q.
Not in my whole life.
You've never had a Twinkie?
Never.
Liar.
No, man.
There
We
is
were
no
we were
way.
we were a little Debbie family.
Oh.
Swiss cake
No,
rolls.
yeah, we-
Star Crunch.
Us too.
Star Crunch is
Yeah.
badass.
I think my family ripped that off from your family.
Probably, man, because we were like those chocolate cakes, the oatmeal cream pies, man.
Those oatmeal cream pies,
Fuck.
are
Dude,
nothing to
freeze
fuck
'em.
with
Yes.
those things, man.
Freeze the fuck out of them.
Mhm.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could put vanilla ice cream in between two of them, put it in the freezer, and let it set up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Oh yeah.
We went from porn to just talking
you just,
about food.
You just made me fat again.
It's like
Yeah.
the same thing.
It's
Though.
okay.
It's like one and the
Exactly.
same. Like sometimes I will be eating a pulled pork sandwich and pulling my dick at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know what the best thing
Jerking
about
off
pulled
with the
pork
Sonic
is?
Slaw.
Is that the pork actually does the job for you because it's connected kind of like a chain.
I gotcha.
And all you have to do is like chew a couple times and it'll just keep crawling down your mouth.
Here's the thing about I noticed about eating and jerking off at the same time now. That
Sometimes you switch hands and you end up with a load in your mouth.
yeah, you forget.
And
You do forget
fucking
sometimes.
Barbecue sauce on your balls.
Yeah. much like when you sneeze, you can't not close your eyes.
Yeah.
Well, I found that like if I'm in the middle of swallowing
Fuck that, I bet I
thing
can
of
sneeze
pulled
with my
pork,
eyes
You can eat with your eyes open.
yeah,
I can't. I
I
have
know.
to turn off the lights and
Ooh.
just.
I bet I could sneeze with my eyes open.
I bet you
Your
can.
I bet I could.
fucking eyes would pop right out of your head.
Yeah,
they?
that's not true, but you can't.
They have to.
Would my
But here's-
contacts
here's-
at least
here's-
blow
here's
out
what I
like something
found out.
funny?
This is what I found out.
Yeah.
You can't swallow a bite of a sandwich and ejaculate at the same time. Did you know that?
No.
It's a true story.
I'm
Try it out.
almost certain that I have Pelican style dropped a fucking sub into my throat and shot a load at the same time. Almost certain of it.
Just missing.
Yeah.
Just like it's just like sub down the hatch right as the load goes over it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a beautiful work of art right
Is
there.
it? Yeah.
You know, everyone that's listening to the show right now just turned it off. They were like,
Fuck
I was
these
with you
guys.
at porn, but you just said Pelican gut a
Yeah,
sub
Pelican.
and swallowing
Yeah.
while you ejaculate.
My goodness. We have gone off
Hi,
the
Mom.
rails.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I keep forgetting that your parents
Sorry.
actually listen to us.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, see,
Huh.
here the thing is.
Hey, we
like,
have been going light on the F-bombs, though.
Yeah,
Look
absolutely.
at that. I even refrained from saying fuck right there.
If
There
I
you go.
told my
Oops, very
parents
good.
that I was on a podcast, they would be like, "You're a faggot. I don't know what a podcast is, but I'm not listening to it."
You're a Jared. Knock
yeah,
it
exactly.
off.
Yeah, knock it off, Jared. He's the one that sings, right? Yeah. Don't be like that. Go do some push-ups, you fat piece of shit.
So coming up is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
No.
Oh my God! Can I just first like say this as my disclaimer?
Okay.
I don't give a fuck about popular anything, music, TV, like I don't care about celebrities. The Hall of Fame is just a fucking parade of douchebags. I don't care. But go on, please,
Okay.
because everyone else in the world does.
He's out.
Um,
I don't watch TV, but I'm intrigued. Go on.
If let me tell, I'll come back if Steve Perry from Journey fucks Kim Kardashian with a guitar. I'll get back on board. It is
so
Steve
you
Perry,
want her?
right?
You want him to fuck her with the guitar, like
Right.
the neck
Yeah.
into her vagina.
Yeah, or the other end, whichever.
Hmm.
I would like to see him use an oboe, because I
Yeah.
feel like in porn the oboe is not used
Or
quite
like
enough.
a flugelhorn, maybe.
yeah, something,
horn.
or
Yeah.
yeah, like a French horn, because
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
long and
Well,
compact.
because it'll be fancy.
French
Fancier
horn.
than a trombone?
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
That goes in the butt.
Yeah.
The trombone.
Is that-
Yeah.
oh, the rusty, yes.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
burnt. Yeah.
Have you ever? No, not to derail the topic.
It's cool.
What do you think would happen if you had like an opera singer put a trombone to your butt, like and make it airtight and blow into it? And I don't know why an opera singer. I'm just trying to think of someone with like enormous,
large lung capacity.
yeah, or
How
like a
about why-
trombone
I was
player.
just
Yeah,
gonna say,
Fucking-
why not a trombone player?
Yeah.
Go with the pro. I'm sure it would fill your ass with air and you'd probably die.
Yeah, it would probably cause some sort of rupture, and
then-
you would have internal bleeding.
Speaking of
And
ruptures,
then you'd fart.
I
as
want to
you
say this.
died.
Like, there's a dynamic that works at my office where like we're all professionals and we wear like nice clothes and stuff, and we don't talk about inappropriate things. But
Okay.
every like
Sounds fucking boring.
Yeah,
so
right.
the bathroom, right,
Sounds
is this
terrible.
kind of awkward space where you really don't want to take a dump because you're like, oh, I don't want my coworkers to know I'm in here taking a shit.
Well, not only that,
uh,
if you take a shit in the bathroom there, you're gonna set off some alarm.
Well,
Like
here's the
there's
thing.
gonna be like some sort of like
I've taken the
there's gonna be like hazmat suits, and there's gonna be the
Pipes are gonna
Homeland
rattle.
Security
Yeah.
and like
well, here's the
chemical
thing.
warfare.
I've got a psychological advantage in that I've taken the Oz approach
Okay.
to taking a dump in the bathroom, the company bathroom. I don't even close the stall door, and I try push as hard as I can without like rupturing a
You just
fucking
go-
internal organ.
I thought you
He
were gonna
just goes
say
so
you,
loud and proud.
I thought you were gonna say you like keister a like a
No.
shiv or a shank.
Yeah.
Like that's how I get through my shit day. I keep a fucking knife up there. Someone tries to touch my asshole, I shoot it out. Boom!
No, see what I
Right through
do
their fucking hand.
is
Fuck them.
I throw
I'm at
my
work.
I throw my heels up in like the handicap bars, like a stirrups, and just push on my stomach like I'm trying to fucking give birth to a baby and make as much noise as I can. That's what I do at work.
That's fucking disturbing.
Yeah.
That's really all right. So back to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna have all the inductees perform.
Oh boy.
Although Hall and Oates is performing, that's gonna be kind of cool. But
I'd rather hear Oates and Garfunkel.
Simon Garfunkel.
No, Oates and Garfunkel. You're not aware of Oates and Garfunkel?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, dude, they're hysterical. Look them up.
Okay.
Corey's got another kidney stone.
No.
He's coughing. Fucking lung stones and shit.
Lung stones.
Motherfucker swallowed an aquarium.
It's got
Just
nerds,
yeah.
nerds on the lung.
Nerd lung.
That sounds actually kind of pleasant.
Nerd
Yeah,
lung.
God, like, you gotta go. Nerd lung is the way to go.
Yeah.
Aroma of grape and strawberry nerds.
So Nirvana is supposed to play. Now
Yeah.
they haven't released any details. There's just rumors at this point, but they're talking about maybe rolling out the hologram thing,
Yeah.
like the Tupac thing from what was it, Lollapalooza that they did that?
No, it's Coachella.
Was it Coachella?
I don't remember, or something like that. It was
Isn't
one
that
of
a
them.
Purse
It was a festival.
festivals?
Yeah,
Is that a
Um,
purse festival?
it's
that a
Coachella.
that's
Coach
that's Lilith
Sheila.
Fair.
Coachella.
Mm.
I don't know. I think it's Coachella.
What's Lilith Fair? I've never heard of that.
That's
I know.
That's what we call
Yeah.
Seth's
That
masturbation
dude-
session.
Yeah.
Dude, you want to talk about losing a dick?
Like, go to Lilith Fair.
Lilith Fair is my fucking kryptonite. Like it's just fucking unbearable. Women are fucking unbearable, all of them, except the ones that want to sleep with me. And nobody at Lilith Fair wants to sleep with yours truly.
Yeah. I don't think anybody at Lilith Fair
Unfortunately, I
wants to-
think I've alienated one female listener because we had one female listener 10 seconds ago.
Who are you talking about? Yoko?
Oh no, Yoko will do whatever I tell her to.
Just punch him right in his dick.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
dick punch him real
Right.
fast. He'd never see it coming.
Oh.
Even if I saw it coming, I'd be
And
like,
the problem
"Oh."
is you'd never see it either. It'd just be a
Yeah.
swing of faith.
Yeah.
Throw it over there.
Even if I saw
Hopefully.
it coming, I'm not moving. I'm just like, it'll stop hurting in 10 seconds. I'll just lay here and take it.
If you could actually see your dick come,
Yeah.
that would be a first.
Well, I mean, I've seen it come before on camera.
Oh,
Not-
like
not in person.
Yeah, I've set it up like Paranormal Activity style.
yeah.
Yeah.
You just see
was like-
ghost loads. And your body flies like in Paranormal Activity. It's like boom up against the wall.
Dude, you just,
It's like,
that's my costume for next year. I'm just going to go in like that bullshit sheet with the eyes cut out, and people are going to be like, oh, you're a ghost. I'll be like, no,
No,
I'm
they're gonna
just
be like,
fucking loads.
no, you're the fucking Imperial Wizard. You can't wear a sheet anymore these days.
yeah, you can't
Oh,
do that.
if I'm loads, it's okay.
So,
What are you like? What are you? You the wizard? You grand wizard? No, I'm just loads. Actually, I'm loads from a black man's ball sack.
Wow,
so
this got real racist.
you know.
This whole
Yeah.
it would be a really
Why
big,
is that racist?
Really big load.
Can I
if
just
I'm like,
say,
well,
can I just
don't
say
they have white
this
loads too, or
about
their loads
that?
black? Like, what the fuck?
No, they're white
Their
loads.
loads gotta be black.
Some of
Like, come
my
on.
best friends are black.
Liar.
So I feel like I can say that because they know in their hearts that I'm not racist.
Yeah, it's like a pedophile saying, "I've got
Yeah.
friends that are 10
I don't-
years old."
I still don't understand what's wrong with my costume.
Yeah, see, here's the thing.
Why can't I go in a sheet as jizz?
Once you've had sex with a black woman,
Why don't you
got the
just
pass,
go
right?
in a sheet covered in jizz? Like, just jerk off on your own
That's
bed
like
sheet.
biohazard.
Hey man, if you need one, I can.
I can manufacture my own. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. I have a lot of free. Actually, I don't have free time, but
You can make a.
I make time.
You can make a quilt out of Seth's old dirty socks that are
Oh,
just
God.
crusty.
The crusty
jizz
blanket.
rags.
The irony is that I rarely wear socks or underwear. I mean, I do now because I work at an office,
Right.
and I can't have like doo-doo stains in my
Oh
fucking
my God.
slacks. So
Dude, if I remember correctly, one of my friends in college
them
wanted to make
shats.
an art piece called like A Million Little Abortions, where it was just like empty, like
Jesus
just like
Christ.
remaining jizz rags, and just like a photo of it or like a bag of them.
The sperm holocaust.
Yeah.
So let's jump back to the Hall of Fame. Let's just get to that for a second.
I wish I had more nerd roast.
You
man.
for?
I do not.
Are you for or are you against the
Fucking
use
Kurt Cobain
wait,
is
of
wait.
a hologram?
The
he
big
is
question
Nirvana.
is-
You can't have a Nirvana performance without Kurt Cobain.
With-
right. Well,
Well, this is the other option. They haven't confirmed or denied, but Dave Grohl would step up, do leads, and then the Foo Fighters drummer would come in and play the drums for the songs.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I'm not into it either.
No.
I'm not into it either. I would like to see the hologram if it's done right. But like
Is
my
it-
question is, would Kurt be into that? You know, because he was kind of like not really into the whole technology
does,
thing. He's
no.
like
If I'm not
he'd probably
Would-
think it's really weird.
mistaken,
Right.
he
What it-
blew his head off. I don't think he cares about anything.
I was gonna say, what if he had a really fucked up sense of humor and he wanted it to be like post shotgun blast Kurt hologram,
That would be kind of
Like-
cool. Like T2,
T2,
like, yeah,
T1000,
the T1000,
whatever
yeah,
with
yeah.
the wah.
No, I'm with you.
I don't know.
I like that. Like zombie Kurt.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, like
there you go.
Like The Walking Dead.
oh, hey. Oh yeah. Playing a zombie guitar.
That'd be kind of cool.
yeah.
Spews blood.
Well, what they,
Do you think Courtney Love would try to like profit off of it somehow?
she can't. She lost the court battle 2 years ago.
Really?
It's done. She has no rights to Nirvana. Nothing.
That's awesome.
Good.
That's why.
Fuck that junkie. Actually, I don't know her. But
That's
I
why.
think she's a junkie.
That's why the Nirvana box set came out. Remember, like the
Yeah.
past couple years, like all these things, new things started coming out.
Mhm.
It's because she lost the rights, and now Dave Grohl and the rest of the guys are split it 3 ways.
It's Pat
I
Smear
listen.
gonna play
I
with him?
love.
Mhm.
Listen, I love Dave Grohl. I like Foo Fighters. Kurt Novosello, if that's your name. I don't know.
That's right.
You're weird and bald now, so.
Yeah, he's like a congressman or something.
Yeah, something weird.
Yeah.
And that little gay guy was kind of
Pat Smear.
Yeah,
Pat
Pat
Smear.
Smear. Yeah,
He's a badass, dude.
Yeah.
But he's not. Listen, Nirvana is a trio.
Pap smear.
Pat.
And
Yep. No, you got it.
Kurt Cobain.
That's not pleasant.
No.
No woman likes a pap smear. Here, have it. Can you shove that knife in my twat, please? Just get a little sample.
Yeah. Scrape the
Yeah.
sides.
Yeah, in there.
Yes, scrape me like a fisherman's knuckle.
They could change the name to the Gordon's Fisherman Knuckle.
Oh,
Oh.
shit. Dude, the
That's-
white,
that
they
sounds
just start
bad.
calling it the whitefish because that's what they fry and batter now, man. It's not even a specific fish. It's just
Nah.
like whitefish.
Yeah, it's all farm raised too, man.
Dude, I want-
They don't catch anything like that anymore.
Yeah. I don't even like fried fish anymore. I
I
fucking
don't
hate
like
it.
I don't like any fish. I never have.
I love
like,
sushi.
I do like how your
I
finger
love
keeps brushing
sushi.
against my knee.
Yeah, I know,
I'm
right? It's-
enjoying that a lot.
I thought I was like, man, this couch is comfy. I like this, and I started like rubbing his knee and shit.
He's getting me all.
Yeah, it's kind of it's fucking hot in here, man. Turn on my fucking solo project with Deep Dick and just like get this fucking party started.
Oh shit. So other things that are going on.
Speaking of Jurassic Park,
No, we can talk about Jurassic Park because that eBay thing.
Yeah.
Let's
eBay
talk
is
about this.
pretty
I mean, I
Kickstarter
figured we
already.
just like get it out of the way and talk about
Velociraptor
it. Yeah.
cage.
Yes,
Yeah.
eBay. Talk about it. You're
Well,
the one
I,
who told me about
I
it.
just posted it. The cage is up for sale on eBay, and I think you've kept on it more than I have.
Well, the current bid right now, the last I checked anyway, was right at 150,000.
and then
See-
I had no idea that the Raptor model, the puppet, came with it too. That's
Yeah.
fucking incredible, right
I
there.
don't know if
Yeah.
it's a working puppet. I just know it's the
Doesn't
actual
matter.
size. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Can I drill a hole in it? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, right.
Yes, you can fuck the Raptor.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I just put wheels on it and
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ride it around.
Strap a dildo to it and
Dude,
like ram it into you.
Put
Oh,
wheels
just-
on it, dress like Jesus, and just ride that fucking thing around.
exactly. Get some pedals on it
Yeah.
like a bike, ride it around, dude.
Speaking of which,
I
have a
wonder if
Raptor
you
cycle.
could. I wonder if you could like gut
Fucking
it and then
sweet.
use like hockey gear to like put hockey
Yeah.
gear in it to where you could wear it.
Have you ever seen
and
that
then
video?
you could be the Raptor for Halloween.
Yeah.
Dude, they had that video, the Raptor costume scaring all the Japanese people
No, I haven't seen
running
that.
down the hallway.
How about
It's fucking pimp, man. It's a good costume.
How about the new LG fucking television ad that's airing over in Italy?
Oh.
It's the 4K picture quality.
mhm.
And then what they did is they had these people come in and do an interview for a job.
Mhm.
And then they call them back for the second round interview. Well, the person that's giving the interview is sitting at a desk, and behind them is the whole village or whatever. It's like a city, you know, behind
Mhm.
them through the window. Well, they bring in these people for the second interview, but before they come in, they replace that window with the 4K television.
Mhm.
So it's the exact picture of the city behind them,
Right.
and they're sitting there for the interview, and a fucking asteroid comes flying out of the sky and lands like off in the distance, like on the other end of the city, and you just see it explode, and then that shockwave goes, and it's coming towards them, and it's just fucking throwing everything up in the air and destroying everything like a fucking nuclear bomb.
Hell yeah.
Every single person lost their shit. Like they were like, ah! Like they're jumping back from the table, and like it's going, and as it gets to them, the lights go out, you know, and they're
Yeah.
like dropping things out of the ceiling and stuff. And they have like a blacklight camera, and the people are like, ah! Like they honestly think they're dying.
Yeah.
And and then they just turn the light on, they jump out, and they're like, surprise!
Oh,
you
shit.
know? But it's like the picture quality though they
Yeah.
showed in the
They
commercial.
would-
4K
They would
crisp.
turn
looks
those
real.
lights
It's
on,
nice.
and I would be in hedgehog position, just sucking my dick so hard, just like going. Even they turn the lights on, I'm like, I gotta finish. The fucking.
I've
end is
reached the
near.
halfway point. This is
Yeah.
this is my Armageddon suck.
Yeah,
Did I just say
yeah.
Amish?
Amish-geddon.
Amish getting
Dude,
some
can
head?
you imagine how
Getting some head.
bad?
Amish getting some head.
I've never-
Amish getting some head.
I've never thought about this, but do you think that Amish women are good at giving head? Probably
No,
not.
Probably not
No.
at all. No.
Because you imagine.
They're probably great.
I
at
bet
giving
you.
hand
I bet
jobs.
you
Yeah.
it's like
Dude,
considered
they probably
it's-
like
Yeah.
churning butter,
it's,
dude.
It's
No.
probably like considered.
Sup?
It's probably like considered witchcraft or something.
you
at this
like?
point.
Can you imagine how
No.
thick Amish bush probably is?
It's the thickest.
Yeah, it has to be. It's like wool. It's
Oh,
like
God.
Angora wool.
No,
like-
it's like Brillo pad.
oh, it's like Susan Boyle thick.
The only thing it's good for is smoking crack.
Yeah, it's
You
like-
trim it, put it in a crack pipe. Sorry, I don't know.
It's
why I
like
went
the
there.
stuff.
Whoa.
It's like what they make Kevlar out
Anyway,
of.
about that 4K TV, was that one of the like the bent like angle curvature screens, whatever the hell it is?
No.
How was the window set up? Was it a flat panel window or was
Uh-huh.
it bent like wrap around? What was
No,
it?
it was a flat. It was a flat panel window.
Was it?
Uh-huh.
I don't
All right.
understand
Because they're
things.
starting to throw those curves into it. Like you,
I don't want curves. I don't want like I don't even care about TV really.
Okay.
I like to
Well,
lay down
No,
a
and
lot,
that's cool.
and then
No, I couldn't tell
sometimes-
by your
yeah.
current
I
laying
know, right?
position
Yeah.
here.
Well,
Do you want me to give you a handy under the table
No,
or
see,
something?
whatever Matt has over there, and you guys at home can't see this, but like that, like it never needs to get better than that. Honestly,
Yeah. Well, the only thing with the curve screens is that it better fits pictures from further away. Like I guess it's less strain on your eyes. Perfect for you.
Yeah.
Right. Anything that's more.
strain. Yeah, fuck
Less,
strain.
yeah, you don't want strain. You want
No.
relaxation. Look at you holding the mic now.
Oh yeah.
Straining your wrist.
I know.
Slowest of
Actually, you're probably
mic holding.
pretty used to that.
Yeah, exactly. Right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Usually I have some balls to support this, so I don't have to carry all the weight in my arm.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah.
we all know people, and this gets truer as time goes on. People who pass away or
Yeah.
die. I mean, to be accurate, pass
Right.
away is kind of like the nice way. And I'm not going to say this person's name because he's kind of a controversial person, and I don't like to speak ill of the dead. But I knew this cat died a couple weeks ago. Suddenly, like most people do, had a back surgery and blood clots formed, and one of them broke loose, I guess.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Had a stroke, and his death hit me in a kind of a weird way because he fucked over a lot of people in business.
Put that mic in front of your face.
And the thing for me is I gotta weigh this out because he liked being the villain, but especially in our community, like there's a lot of people who hated this guy.
And why is that?
Well, I don't want to get into specifics because, like I said, I don't want to like speak ill of the dead.
Because that would give it away.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's just say this: it's a community that I've been heavily involved in for a long time. But my relationship with him was always super encouraging, always really nice to me, always gave me really good advice. Never tried to fuck me over at all.
Right.
But like I know people, I'm very close to some people who got fucked out of a lot of money because of him.
That's bad.
So the thing is, like, how do you weigh a person's like legacy? Do you just say, well, because he didn't fuck me over,
You're cool with them.
I just say that, you know what, it ends up in the plus column.
You know, I think it's a personal thing. I think it's an individual point of view. I don't think you need to consider the collective on
Right.
your opinion or how
Yeah.
you feel about this person's memory. Because if
Right.
you were cool with that person, you were cool with that person
Right.
at the end of the day.
Yeah. It would be on the end of the experience you had with them, not
Right.
necessarily what the experience
it's like
they had with other
When you
people.
speak about a person,
Right.
it's always you have to say, well, I know this happened, but my experience is this. You can't really say, oh, he was a good dude, because then the second thing you get right away was, well, not really, because he did
Yeah,
this.
yeah well, that's a generalization.
So, I mean, it's not like he's going to be talked about for that much longer, because we all know you get like a brief window of time where people miss you, and then life goes on.
Yeah, it's like a month,
Yeah, that's it.
and then you
I
get
don't know.
you get your anniversary,
Yeah.
of your passing,
Right.
And that's it.
And you know what, man? People, I was surprised that people were genuinely sad to see him go, and I was also surprised that no one got on social media and were like, fuck this guy, he fucked me over. It was kind of nice.
Well, it's
The-
because I think people have more common respect than you may give credit.
Right.
You know.
Well,
I don't know.
The real bummer is he left 2 young sons behind. Like,
That's a bummer.
That is
Yeah.
And now
that
you're
is a
giving
big
away a
bummer.
lot of information
Yeah.
that people that are listening to
That's-
this may
but
be able to
that's where
figure
it
this out.
stops, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
One of my buddies died when he was like super young. You know, like
Yeah.
you said, like out of the blue. You know, too
Yeah.
early.
Yeah.
Everything. Like just so sad, and like I think it's kind of odd how you guys said, you know, you only have that little window. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Think about that dude a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
And you have to think
you
too.
know.
Would you even still be friends with them? Like, there's you
Yeah.
know how you part ways with certain people just because
Right.
you grow up. Like, you'll never know what this guy would have ended up being in your life. But he's kind of locked in time. So he'll always be that person you knew.
I'd say
you know?
I'd say he'd be one of them who not like an everyday thing, but yeah, definitely
Yeah.
like still someone I'd keep in touch with for the long haul.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, he was always around, good dude, you know.
See, now a guy that me and Corey went to school with, I'm not gonna say his name either. I won't say his full name. His name was Scott. He was mine and Corey's age.
Yeah.
And we used to hang out a lot in middle school, but as high school went on, we kind of like hung out with different people, and he ended up killing himself when he was like 18. And
Yeah.
it was weird because he used to talk about how his dad had killed himself, and he had this book where he showed like with people who were like, it was weird. And when I first heard that he hung himself, I immediately went back to this memory of us hanging out in his room.
You do
And
realize that you gave away too much information with this
Well-
whole story. I don't want to go into detail and give his name, but his first name was Scott. He was 18 and he hung himself.
Right. But this is now
Yeah.
we're talking like 16 years ago. This happened now.
Yeah, what's the yeah.
And no one, like, by this time, I mean, really, who's listening, that even is like, oh, I know who you're talking about.
No,
Right.
you're right. You're right.
So I go back to this memory of him showing me this picture book. That's a fucking book with pictures. What the fuck is a picture book? A book with just like these pictures of like different scenarios in which people have been hung.
Right. That's really.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's weird. And he was talking about how his dad had hung himself, and that snapped into my mind the second I found out he'd hung himself. I'm
Like clippings, like he put this
no,
scrapbook
no,
together,
it was a book of like
or was it a book about
executions and
hanging.
hanging.
Oh, okay.
Like
Hmm.
it was so
Wow.
insane.
That's fucking nuts, man. But yeah, it's
yeah.
it's weird how that hindsight, like you put things together after they've happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's odd. I mean, everything's clearer in hindsight.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
you have all the pieces,
yeah.
but yeah.
Other than that, I haven't really experienced a whole lot of I haven't lost a lot of friends that way.
Yeah, I haven't lost a lot of friends. I've lost more, the odd old
Yeah,
relatives, things
right.
like that. Yeah, but not too many friends, just
It's-
acquaintances.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if this speaks anything about my character, but I've actually had a fair amount of friends pass away.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Just random circumstances. A lot of it has to do with illnesses, but it's just
It's unfortunate.
it's always
I can't even say
it's like a
unfortunate.
reality check,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
like
it's
every
life.
time it happens, like it's so surreal because you talk to these people and it's like we take these relationships for granted almost. Like they're there
Mhm.
one day and then like the
Right.
next minute they're just fucking gone.
Right.
Well, not
And
only
it is
that, like
the weirdest thing, man.
people are like there are people who are dying of like legitimate medical illnesses who are younger than me now,
Mhm.
Absolutely,
and or people who are just barely older than me.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn, it really is starting to be that time where I could just go
Right.
because my body fucking flips when it should have flopped or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
we
Yeah,
had
exactly.
we had a family friend actually pass away over the last weekend, and he was only 18.
wow.
Damn.
It was he struggled with cancer for the better part of his life. Basically, I think he got cancer when he was 9 or 10,
Holy shit.
and then he's been fighting it, and it's been in remission a few times here and there, and he
Mm.
finally lost his battle.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like 2:00 in the morning on Saturday.
Yeah.
You actually knew him.
Yeah.
That's rough.
He would have been. I don't want to go into details because
Yeah.
we'll talk about it during the break. But you definitely knew the kid.
Yeah.
But it's just surreal and it's a shame too because he missed out on so much normal kids shit. Like being sick all the time and not being able to go to school like normal kids and when you're 18 years old, you've done a lot of shit usually.
Yeah.
Your average kid's gotten into some fucking
Well,
shit
especially compared to people who are either slightly disabled or
and totally disabled.
right or totally
Right,
disabled,
right.
right? Because even if you're slightly different, it doesn't take a whole lot for kids to alienate you, or
Yeah.
like if you're just that kid who whatever your genes suck or whatever,
Mhm.
that could be enough.
Yeah.
So if you are disabled, you're definitely excluded from a lot of shit.
Absolutely.
It's gotta be interesting that reality check too. Like that whole like like when you're a teen, you feel like you're invincible,
Yeah.
and all that. I mean, I still feel like that, like to an extent. I mean, like with tattoos and things like that, I always say, everybody's like, oh, you have tattoos, that shit's forever, and it's like, no, it's only as long as I'm here.
And that may
Right.
not be much longer.
Yeah, no, and like I never even really put it like that.
Yeah.
Like I just don't think about like how
Yeah.
finite my existence is, I guess.
Right.
And I that's got to be really humbling to be that young and realize that like you have a terminal illness at like 7,
Yeah.
6, 5, fuck whatever, when
Well-
you can actually comprehend like death and like life ending.
Well, there are two
That's gotta be a
prominent
big check.
athletes that I followed that I knew of when I followed their careers, and they are both younger than me, and they both passed away of heart problems.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn, man! Like, they are way better athletes than I am, in
Mhm.
better shape than I am, and they kicked a bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
that's what
mean, a
happens,
lot of
man.
there's a lot of medical situations that can occur that'll take someone's life that has nothing to do with their fitness level
Right.
Yeah.
in any way, shape, or form. It has
Well,
nothing
these
to do with
these
who
heart
you are.
problems were like defects in the aorta or something.
Right.
So I'm like, well, what do I? Where's my time bomb?
Yeah.
Am I sitting on it right now? Maybe.
It's a soy bomb.
Yeah, fucking prostate problem.
Really lame. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Soy bomb. It's a whey bomb.
What
Them
you know? That
proteins.
guy is like. You think he probably still has to introduce himself as the guy who was soy bomb?
Probably.
Because he did
I mean,
one
that was
interview.
that was what, like 1992, 93.
Yeah,
Right?
something like that. And he remember he did
MTV.
like this post soy bomb interview where he had like springy things on his face. And
Yeah.
like, you are the hackiest artist of all time.
Yeah, it's just bad.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he got rich off of it.
No, I bet you
somehow.
not in the
No.
now he could
No.
get rich. In the
Right.
90s, he's probably like,
I'm
So-
sure.
yeah.
I'm sure he could sell that T-shirt.
Oh, yeah, soy bomb.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
whatever
Was he wearing a shirt? I thought he had.
no, it was
like, written
painted on his chest. Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
green paint or something, right?
I think he had the shirt on, but he jumped on stage and took the shirt off.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Well,
on
see-
the shirt too,
Well, the thing
Soy
to me is
bomb.
like
and he was wearing a kilt.
anything
Weirdo.
is better than listening to Bob Dylan. Because like you are not talking about a guy who gets way too much credit. It's fucking Bob Dylan. He may be the voice of a generation, but if that's the case, they can all fucking die. Like, not interested
Most
in
of them
Bob Dylan.
have. I
Yeah.
mean, think about what generation he's from.
Yeah.
That's,
No, thank you, Bob Dylan.
it's a gray-haired generation.
Way overrated as a writer. Couldn't sing worth a goddamn, and I'll be damned if he could play guitar better than me.
He was the ugly
Well,
duck, man.
yeah.
That was his claim to fame.
You know what? The
Uh-oh, I got it.
the thing with Dylan though
So-
that I can respect
What's that?
is the fact that he had the whole rock and roll persona thing fucking down. And if anything, that may have what made him famous. He was a fucking rock star. Like, he didn't do the rock star party thing. He just carried the aura. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, when you saw him, people just
Yeah.
flocked to
Mhm,
him, you know?
mhm,
Like, he was a rock star. And he was, like, really antisocial, but he carried it well. I don't know how to
Wait a
describe
minute. Did
it.
people flock to him, or did crows flock to him because they thought he was a scarecrow?
Slow goats.
Yeah,
chased
slow
him.
goats chased him down.
Yeah. The
Oh
slowest
my
of
God.
goats.
Dude, how much slow goat trim do you think that guy got?
Oh, tons.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bearded slow goat? All
Yeah.
kinds of slow goat.
Did you guys see those goats hanging from the side of the dam, licking the salt?
No.
What?
There's these goats, right?
You're talking
And,
about actual goats.
actual real
Not
goats.
just-
They
not just
scale. I
skanky
forget
chicks.
which
Not
country it is.
Slightly attractive women.
No, goats, legitimate goats. And they fucking scale this dam so they can lick the excreting salt from the water that's behind
Yeah.
it
Nice.
because we've fucked
Their habitat,
their
right.
habitat so much, and it's the funniest thing you see. Like, they're like fucking all pressed up against the wall, like just like licking
Salt.
licking
yeah.
it, and like they got like one hoof in this little crack, and they're just
Yeah.
like, oh dude,
Goats are
so
funny,
sad.
man.
It's so sad.
well,
Could you imagine having to do that to exist?
Can you imagine being the first goat to be eaten by a T-Rex in 70 million years?
that
like-
would be a bitch.
But like, okay, listen. Let's call this goat, fucking, I don't know. Let's
Back
call this
on
one
Jurassic
Billy.
Park.
Billy goat.
Billy.
So Billy goat is talking
I
to
saw
fucking.
I saw what you did there.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
So Billy goat's talking to Timmy goat. He's like, man, listen, these cats, they want to hang out with me, right? Like the trainers, we're gonna go out for a drink, and I think we're hitting it off. And they got me my own leash, and
Yeah.
we're gonna go hang out and take a walk. We're gonna grab a drink. or whatever the scenario you want to invent.
Maybe get a little treat.
Right? Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
they're gonna get me a salt lick.
Yeah, I'm cool, man.
So the next thing you know, man,
Salt
they're like,
lick.
"Hey, you hang out here. I'm
On
gonna
this
hook you up to
post.
this thing."
This elevator.
Yeah. Oh, you guys are coming up, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll be up in a minute. So next thing you know, you hear the same shit that little kids hear, but the movie that I would like to see is like Billy Goat with his internal monologue. Hey man, what the fuck was that? Hey man, you guys coming up?
Yeah, I'll be there in a second.
Hey, is that you? Or you guys just playing a joke, right? Holy shit. Is that a T-Rex? I thought they stood up, like straight up. Like, because when I was in kindergarten, like, all the claymation T-Rex, and then he's gone. Because he's like, that couldn't be a T-Rex.
No.
Because, yeah, they don't move like that. Cause yeah. Yep. Yeah. That was a improv
Sorry,
play by...
I was trying to sound like a
Yeah.
T-Rex.
No, you know what, man? You did a good
That
job.
was
And I was just
bad.
like, I don't know. If I was a goat, that's what I would do.
I'd probably shit.
Yeah, do you think the
they
goat...
they shit constantly. It's these little pebbles. It's really
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah.
It's like, just take your shit. Like,
No,
quit
your shit.
shitting out these little pebbles.
That's
like,
what they do.
your process sucks because it takes too long.
Well, not only that, if you're the T-Rex, like, the goat is literally like a bite out of a sandwich. Would you be like, hey, man, I'm the star of the show. Can I get a whole fucking sandwich
Right.
or more than one goat?
How about a spear with multiple lambs or
Or, yeah.
goats so I can get a goat kebab?
And
I
how
don't wanna
about-
hook
Right.
it up?
How about you heat it up?
Yeah,
Like,
for
this
real.
cold goat is terrible. Throw some
Alright,
fucking, like, rosemary on this
We're at
goat.
the 45-minute mark. I think we should
Yeah.
take a break here.
All right. Yeah,
And
that
then
works.
play a couple songs from
Who we got? Who we got?
Attila.
Yo!
We got Soundtrack to a Party.
Oh.
I'm gonna play Let Me Get a Newport,
There you go.
and then
yeah.
after that it's Sunsets and Death Treats.
Oh, yeah.
So this is Attila. You've been listening to the Degenerate School of Wizardry, and we will be right back after this.
Thank
shit faced after this one.
Yeah. And welcome back to
we're
the
live.
Degenerate School
Yeah,
of
we're live.
Wizardry.
Hey, what's up,
This is
guys?
the second segment. Once again, that was Attila, and that is Cornhole Matt's one of his favorite bands.
Yes.
We're gonna roll into a kind of an odder subject here, if you will. We're gonna start talking about UFOs because I came across something online that I found.
I'm
to be
at the
relatively
point
interesting.
now where it's just like either come out with it or put it away forever. Like if there's an alien lurk, just like at this point, people are ready. But the secrecy thing, like, is it or isn't it?
Well, I just
Like,
think it's idiotic.
I'm like, I don't care, man. As long as I can get a public sub, and they're not gonna come like knocking on my door trying to get me to believe in Jesus.
I like how everything always comes down to a public sub.
Like, yeah, man, just like I don't leave me the fuck alone.
Like, it's
you can
fine.
come,
Yeah, you can tell me you blew up the Twin Towers as long as I get a
Yeah,
public
just,
sub. It's
like,
fine.
Yeah,
You shot Kennedy. Yeah, whatever. Just sub.
yeah, come and go.
Boar's
fly-
head, please.
Yeah, fly.
No, Lyndon Johnson did have
Yeah.
everything to do with Kennedy's assassination.
Allegedly, sir.
No,
Because
no.
we can't.
Was he
we
supplied
don't.
with public subs?
We don't know for certain.
Shit.
There's a lot of evidence that points in the government direction, but who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing with the aliens. You can't.
Can I fuck them? I don't know.
You might.
I don't like. To me,
Maybe.
I don't have a dog in the alien fight. I really don't like.
Aliens, it's just it's the same thing as God with me. It's just like the universe is so vast, I can't really
Yeah.
comprehend like the amount of space that there is
Right.
in space. Just kind of like how if something did create everything, like I couldn't possibly imagine what
Right.
could or did.
And there's
So-
not enough time to even worry about it. Like, get busy, people. Do something.
Yeah,
Don't
I mean,
fucking
so if there's
sit around.
aliens, I'm down. If there's
Yeah.
not, I'm down.
I just want to know. Like, I'm tired of the like.
but I do want
Maybe maybe they're here. Maybe they're not.
Huh.
Do they exist? I'm like, whatever. They do or they don't. I'm going on with.
I do want to travel at light speed.
I don't.
I do.
I don't want to travel at any speed. I want to sit on this fucking couch.
You know the math behind traveling at light speed?
I do
Einstein
not.
figured it out, actually. For every 1 year that you travel at the speed of light, 16 years will elapse here on Earth because of the speed of the planet rotating
Okay.
around the
Except
sun.
So-
that if you hit the speed of light, you immediately disintegrate.
To
energy.
with our current technology and knowledge of how things
Yeah,
work, yes, that's possible.
Not if you have like
No,
photon.
like, that's what
not if you
mass
have photon
becomes-
shields. Like
Mass becomes
come on.
energy at the speed of light.
But here's the
Photon
thing:
shields.
like there could be an advanced civilization that
Let's-
has that figured out.
Let's
Anyway.
debate the theory of relativity. I think that you get an apple pie.
Well, here's
And we don't fuck. Like,
I don't
I'm not
know
gonna sit here and
anything. I don't
pretend.
understand it.
Like I understand
No,
the fucking theory of relativity.
I
like,
don't. I'm just saying that Einstein
Yeah.
figured out the math, and
Yeah.
it's just kind of
Yeah.
interesting. Like if you go 1 year out and 1 year back at the speed of light,
right.
when you get back, that means that
It's
32
years.
years would have elapsed. here
Would
on
you have
Earth.
aged 32 years?
No, you would be 2 years older.
Oh.
See, and he figured this out. I remember the story.
How did he know that though?
He
Nobody's done it.
watched as a Glock. He was looking at a glockenspiel as a bus was pulling away from it, and noticed how the time seemed different the further he got from the clock. And that's how he started his theory.
Cockenspiel,
Yeah, the glockenspiel.
Cockenspiel.
the Cockenspiel
Yeah.
theory.
A cuckoo bird came out. Yeah, exactly. Except I think they say cuckoo. I'm a
Cuckoo,
cuckoo
cuckoo.
bird, right? Like cuckoo. But if they came out and say caca, I think everyone in Germany would shit their pants.
Caca.
I don't. That's not true.
9.
Everyone in Germany would shit on someone else's chest immediately. Like, you think they're trained? Like half the population are the people who get shit on, and the other half are the shitters. Like, so when they go into like their fire drill, half the population just drop on their backs and wait for a load to hit their chest.
I like where you're going with this, and that's how they distinguish the classes in Germany.
Is it?
It's not a
Yeah.
lower, middle, and upper
It's
class. It's
who
the
takes a dump
shitters
and the
shitties.
Yeah.
So, like, I think you just is that naturally
Yeah.
decided, or do you get to vote? Like, the people like I like poop.
No, you
I like
don't
getting
get to
pooped on.
choose. It's
Yeah.
there's like an aptitude test, and
Please.
the people who pass the test are shitters, and the ones who
Yeah.
fail are the shitties.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're stupid, you get shit on.
Yeah.
I mean that's pretty much how
It's
the
like
world
symbolic,
works.
yeah.
What if,
it's
you're
like-
not, what if you're not good at
it's a metaphor for the rest
standardized
of your
tests?
life,
Like,
yeah.
what the fuck?
Well, then prepare
You just
for
get
a
shit
world
on?
of shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because that's
It's
That
like
sucks.
the thing that made people are looking at home and going,
It was the number one pencil. Shit.
it's like yoga.
now it's number 2.
Now it's
bitch.
number 2 for the rest of your life.
Yoga is looking at me like, you fucking pig. Is that all you think about? Is like
Poop.
food and taking dumps.
Yep.
And
Food, poop.
God, what did I
porn.
get myself into?
Yeah, that's you got a winner on your hands.
Yeah.
Did you get the text?
I did. How much
Yeah.
of this am I reading? The entire article?
You can
Like,
just read and then I'll stop
you
you.
just gonna let me
Start
know?
at the top.
Yeah, you read and I'll drink a
Start
little
at-
Coke
Start
Zero.
at the top. So I feel like I'm in like 4th grade again. So, where the hell is this from? Turner Radio Network.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. Would you like to explain what we're?
Okay, so
Talking about?
they recently on so we have Google Maps for Google Earth, and they also have a planets version of Google Maps where you can like look at the moon, and it's updated pretty regularly. And apparently,
Who wants that? I don't want that. Like,
you don't want that, but
No.
there's nerds out there that are into it,
No.
and they like to explore the surface of the moon basically through.
they want to
pictures.
be fucking searching the fucking surface of a vagina, but Google can't help them with that.
That mouse
The
click is the
clitoral ridge.
closest they're ever gonna get
yeah,
to it.
no shit.
But
Yeah,
anyways,
we gotta
they
venture on that.
found a structure on the moon that is man-made or made by something,
Yeah.
and basically this article is touching on it because it's been confirmed by the U.S. government that there is something there.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those.
Now,
It's like a Transformer movie, right?
Yeah, basically.
Here's
Dark
the
side of the moon?
implications.
Yeah.
Here's the
Or
implications.
Dark of
if
the
it-
Moon.
If it is
Cracking my ass.
the implications of it being extraterrestrial throws a huge wrench in our civilized beliefs as far as religion is concerned. And if religion falls apart, religion's really the only thing keeping poor people from killing rich people. When you break it down
That and
society-wise.
the rich
Pretty
people
much.
have all the better guns.
Well, I'm just
to be
saying,
honest.
there's the mass majority of poor people could easily
Is it-
overtake the
Only
law.
so many bullets.
is
Anyways.
is it Karl Marx who's like famously misquoted by saying that religion is the ether of the masses?
Yeah.
I believe that was someone else's quote, and it got attributed to
It's
Karl
the
Marx.
opiate.
Yeah, the opiate of the masses. Yeah.
Anyways.
Maybe it's true, or maybe it's not.
With that being said, this is what the article reads because it's been confirmed by the U.S. government on Turner Radio Network.
Yeah.
So
at
here we go.
least one enormous object of unknown origin has been visually verified as having landed on our moon. As a result, on Wednesday, January 15th, 3 Terrier Orion rockets blasted off within a span of 20 seconds from NASA's Wallops Flight Facility between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on hush-hush missions
Some Armageddon shit right there.
for the Department of Defense. TRN has obtained photos of the unknown spacecraft and has an audio interview with an outside consultant from NASA's Meteoroid Environment Office,
And we'll listen to that after we
Who can-
get through.
who confirms
Oh, you
that
know-
for almost 2 years, the U.S. government used the McDonald Observatory in Texas to track an approach of
To track
the
approaching.
approach of 2 of these enormous objects. A year ago, in January 2013, the objects have gotten to 200,000 miles past Mars when they suddenly vanished.
It's gone.
See, here's where this is going, and mark my fucking words. I'm calling it right now.
I'll play the audio clip now. You can stop reading.
On the
Cool,
cover
thank you.
of
Stumbled
the
through that.
National
There you go, bro.
Enquirer,
Oh,
there will be
thank
an alien standing next to the landing, whatever the fucking the spaceship or whatever it is, and it'll have like a saggy ass with cottage cheese on it, and it'll be on a picture with like this other celebrities, like whose ass is this, and then and that's how we'll know.
It's Slagtar's ass.
Yeah, guess who's beach body?
Hmm.
Yeah, Snarlack's fucking been eating snacks.
Slarnak has
Why
been
is it
eating
all like
snacks.
Slarlack and Slagtar and Xanarf?
Yeah,
Here we go.
It's fucking ridiculous. Future names. They don't make any sense.
nope.
I don't understand.
My name is Dr. Eric.
Oh, you broke it.
Dr. Eric Robot.
Dr. Eric
Let
answering
it
machine.
load here
Yeah.
for a second.
Press 1 if you would like to speak to Dr. Robot.
The government's already shut my phone down.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
That was fast.
Dude, my camera's on. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
My name is Dr. Eric Norton, and I have worked as an outside consultant for the NSA and NASA for going on 12 years now. My security clearance at present warrants my need to take the appropriate steps to keep myself protected the best I can. One of those steps is not to give too much information about myself. What I can tell you is that I have worked as an outside consultant on many projects led by our government, the U.S. government, including with, more recently, the Meteoroid Environment Office, or MEO, which is involved in several research projects with installations located throughout North America. The underlying goal of these projects is to gain a better understanding of the meteoroid environment so that the MEO environment models can be improved. We basically monitor the skies, track meteors and other objects in space, and to date have made some very interesting observations, to say the least. Some very chilling observations, in fact. Observations that, if revealed to the public, would not only change the game forever, and we're not just talking the breakdown of all religions and a total overhaul of everything we've ever known about the universe and space, but we are talking the breakdown of society itself. We are talking about a subject matter that, even up until today, carries with it a level of disbelief amongst the majority of the worldwide community. On January 22nd, 2012, I was called to the McDonald Observatory in Texas, which happens to be the second largest optical telescope in the continental U.S. I received a phone call from an associate with the observatory and was booked that night on a flight out to Texas, where I was met by an agent reporting to be with Homeland Security. He didn't say anything to me other than that he had been dispatched to see that I had reached the observatory and reviewed the information within that was awaiting me. Now, when I arrived at the McDonald Observatory, I was met by a second man with Homeland Security, and by this time I was really dumbfounded as to what was going on as it pertained to me. I had never dealt with matters of national security, so I was really lost as to what it was that could be so urgent that it warranted this almost security guard-like behavior from these two agents. I was quickly shuffled back into the main observatory chamber, where I met four other gentlemen who were involved with the operations of the observatory. And what they showed me was of such a shock to even my belief system that, once confirmed, I had to sit down and take a moment to get a hold of myself. What I saw, I can best explain in my own words as an array of massive three-dimensional black structures in space, in straight line formation, advancing in the direction of planet Earth. I know this because I was shown images taken 3 months prior which depicted the very obvious course of direction by these things, which had moved millions upon millions of miles closer within just months. I'll let you do the math in terms of how fast these things were moving. Now, I was there with the understanding that it was my job to aid in gauging exactly what type of composition these objects were made up of, and whether they were man-made, natural, or unnatural to anything seen before it. Now, using the scientific instruments provided by NASA that are available to us today, we were able to discern the fact that these were not naturally occurring materials, and that they were, to our best but limited understanding, some sort of metallic, carbon-reinforced material, several thousand times the structural hardness of what we have today, whether it be natural occurring diamonds or carbon nanotube type material. The object seemed to also be emitting some sort of force field that deflected space particles from touching the surface, almost like the magnetic field around the Earth, which shields it from the sun's rays and solar material. The objects were getting so close that with our telescopes we could see the structural features of these things in high detail. They were shaped in the best way I can describe as a three-dimensional L-shaped craft. I use the word craft loosely, as we do not know if these things are piloted or vehicles at all in the strictest sense. All we knew is that they were moving, and moving fast. By January 2013, the objects had been tracked to about 200,000 miles past the planet Mars. Once they reached this point, almost instantaneously the objects vanished from our telescope lenses. I mean completely vanished, and as if they had activated some sort of invisibility shield at the flick of a switch. That's the best way I can describe it. We couldn't see them on any form of radar we have, or any other visual medium available. We were left scratching our heads, and by this time, I knew that the upper echelons of the U.S. government were worried about these things, because I was under a constant 24/7 guard by Secret Service agents, who kept a close eye on me every single day since late 2012. I did not go home, go to the grocery store, or wake up in the morning without the reality of knowing that I was being watched. Some very powerful, high-up people were keeping an eye on me and the work that we were doing regarding these objects, Although I was never told about this, it was obvious with what I saw going on around me and the personnel involved. So for nearly the entire year of 2013, we watched the skies in disbelief of what had occurred. We didn't know what was going on or where these things were. According to my calculations, these things would have been so close to us by now that we would have no problem seeing them in the night sky had they stayed visible to us. But as I said, we didn't know whether they were still coming in their recorded direction or if they had simply left the solar system altogether. We just didn't know enough to gauge what was going on and what these things were really here for. I was sent home awaiting orders to continue my work if needed, and for some 6 months I did not hear so much a phone call regarding the situation. It wasn't until all of this commotion regarding the government shutdown, particularly of all the space surveillance projects, that I made some calls to see what was going on. Sure enough, what I had feared the most had been confirmed after I contacted a close friend whom I had worked with confidentially on this project at the McDonald Observatory. I asked him what was going on, and was there something to all of these space monitoring programs being shut down, including NASA, and was there cause to worry? My colleague sounded extremely unnerved when I spoke with him. At one point, it was almost as if he was trembling in his speaking. And I asked him, what is going on here? It was then that he told me that the objects had reappeared and had positioned themselves behind the moon. The blackout of all space monitoring programs was essential to keeping the lid on what had happened. I did not speak with my colleague long due to the fact that he was not supposed to be speaking with anyone and was risking even his own life even calling me back. But what I do know is that these objects reappeared sometime earlier this month and positioned themselves in a circular type alignment, which allowed them to dock to the backside of the moon, or just above the backside of the moon, so as to remain virtually invisible to sky watchers. The things are up there, and they're just beyond our view of sight when we look up at the moon. We don't know what they are, what they are doing, or what they're going to do. We do know that there have already been fluctuations in Earth's gravity field and the gravity field which links the moon to the Earth. These things are stationary, and they are at this very moment sitting behind the moon. No movement, no radio signals, no nothing. We are at a standstill as to what will happen next, or if these things will suddenly reveal themselves. It also calls into question just what it is we think about the moon, and is there a reason these things chose the moon to begin with to migrate to? You also take into account the recent ballistic Topol mission launch led by Russia, which was witnessed from space by Italian astronaut Luca Parmitano after having seen a strange afterglow above the Earth which looked like a missile contrail. The thing that is strange about this is that the Topol missile uses solid fuel as propellant, so it cannot have been the dump that the astronauts saw. I'm not sure now what caused the cloud, but it's clearly associated with the missile itself. Now couple that with the recent shutdown of NASA and the furlough of 98% of its employees and the shutdown of the International Space Station's live feed, and I think you can start to get the picture. They're definitely hiding something, and I've done my best to describe what that is here today.
You're on.
What a crock of shit.
No validity to it at all. You don't
None,
think so?
because like when you learn how to tell stories, you recognize fiction. Right, I mean, classic bullshit.
Yeah.
He can't talk about it, but he's got to reveal the source. Like, all you need to do is talk about the details of where you were and what happened, and people know exactly. How many outside consultants do you think that fucking NASA and NSA has that does that guy's specific job?
Yeah. Do you think it's all disinformation? You think
No, I just think that this guy. Okay, he can't
he's
talk
there
about
to-
who he is, so he
Exactly.
doesn't have to reveal his sources because he's full of shit. That's
Whoa.
a classic full of shit story. It's
me?
such bullshit. Oh, so he just called, and the guy was trembling with fear. You know what? There's nothing that he did that not every astrophysicist doesn't do that has a telescope.
Right.
Yeah.
He's full. It's a full of shit story. This guy's full of shit. It was a waste of time.
What about the report though? Because it's been confirmed. Like
Yeah.
there's something up there.
Yeah, I'm okay with like something being up there, but he heard the same like there's something up there, and then he created a story about it.
Okay.
First of all, the government is not going to hire an outside consultant to fucking look at aliens. That's
No,
something that's staying
no,
way
no.
the fucking side.
No, that's possible though, because that guy could be theoretically the smartest person in his field and not
No,
want to
but
work for the government.
But we
because
know
he works
who
for
these,
university.
But we know
Yeah,
who these
true.
people are, though. These people are we know where they are. And we know who they are. There's no secret astrophysicist who's a fucking
No, I'm not.
genius.
I'm not saying that he's a secret astrophysicist.
No,
I'm
it's like-
saying that he wouldn't work for the government because he would not get paid enough to do that
Who does,
job.
who
Like,
does,
if he
of
worked
all,
for a
who does
university.
Tyson work for?
I will tell you this right now. Every scientist in the country works for the government, and here's why:
Grants.
government grants.
No, they're not all of them.
Yes,
Because there's scientists
99.9%
that do things like medical research and stuff, and that's pharma, dude. That's not.
Yeah, that's a private company, but if he works for a university, he's getting government grants.
Yeah.
This is a classic bullshit story.
okay.
It just everything reeked of bullshit. The way you would want to fictionalize something to make it seem true, he hit every single point.
The only thing that tipped it off for me that it may not be legit is that he didn't do this once. He didn't have any thought. Like, it was
Right.
so smooth for 5 minutes
Yeah.
straight of just like there wasn't like a mental pause
Right.
to like collect your thoughts to see
Yeah.
what you're gonna say next. It rolled way too
Right.
easy off
Yeah.
his tongue.
Right.
And
there
it
was a
sounded
lot of,
scripted
like-
a little
I
bit.
could see that.
He
It sounded
started
scripted.
stretching the
Definitely.
description of the things like nano reinforced mag. You can't tell that shit with a fucking telescope. You can't see something.
Well, I don't know.
that's
That's
No.
not necessarily true.
No.
You'd be able to
Yeah.
because they can distinguish what other planets are made of fucking
Yeah.
light years away.
Yeah.
they know
Glass
that
planet,
because of
all
the,
that fun.
but they know
craziness,
that
yeah.
because of like the massive elements. They just know what they do a math problem to tell you what that is. They can't see like, oh, this is made of that. Because they're still discovering things on Mars that they didn't know was there.
Yo,
so
that's
it's just
true.
Well,
but
all they said
they can
was
still-
it's not naturally occurring. That
But he
it
could-
had to be manufactured in some
That's
way.
because every meteoroid is basically the same shape.
Right.
And most planets are always the same
Well,
shape.
I kind of actually got at that. I was having a conversation about this at work, and it was kind of the same thing. Like where they're like, well, that's a guarantee, and I was like, well, I don't know. I mean, it could be just some
Right.
meteorite that crashed in, and we don't know what it's made of,
Okay.
or it's too dense for us to.
But the problem
Here
is
is
whatever.
that thing that the pictures that they have of the thing on the moon.
Yeah, they're
has
too symmetrical.
structure.
Yeah,
it
they're
has
too symmetrical.
structure.
I know. Yeah.
And not only that, here is another like facet of storytelling, which was the first giveaway. We have a need to create conflict in a story to push it forward.
Yeah.
So just at the point when they could tell exactly what it was, it disappeared.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would it ever need to be visible in the first place if it went
Because
it
they-
works for his story to make us go,
Yeah.
oh my god,
No,
it's coming and we can't
no,
see them anymore.
Calm down. I'm just saying, as a line of defense, if you had the ability to cloak, and
Then you
go
would do it
invisible-
before their technology could see them.
They
You
have,
don't go,
but they
"Look at
may
me," and
listen.
then-
They may have no idea how advanced we are as a civilization.
If they can travel millions and millions of miles an hour in a spacecraft across the galaxy, I'm pretty sure they got us figured out.
Well, they could have an idea of what we are.
You don't think that they have better telescopes that they can't see our telescopes looking back at them?
What I'm saying though, dude, is that they may have a perception here. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah.
They could have a perception of how advanced we are, but may not know fully.
Yeah.
Like as an animal, we're pretty fucking advanced.
Well, then
when
you-
it comes to things
For sure.
like science and
Yeah,
technology.
yeah, definitely.
But you
Definitely.
wouldn't take any chances. You would just stay invisible.
How do you know that they're not powerful enough to where they don't give a fuck?
But then why would they
Okay.
disappear at all then? If they were that powerful, they would just march right up and fuck us up.
Because maybe their intent is not to fuck us up, but if they needed to, they could.
But-
it's
but
like
that-
being a cage fighter and going out to a bar,
Right, but
and
that
not
doesn't-
picking a fight with people in the room that want to fight you.
But that's
because
not-
you could fucking handle them in 2 seconds.
But the crux of the story is that they disappeared right when it was the most crucial for us to know what they were. We think, oh my god, it's got nanotube technology, and then it disappears.
Right.
That's a facet of storytelling.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you, and I agree with you, and that's why I thought that the flow of his story, for the length that it was
It was
far
so-
too,
Yeah.
far too.
It was memorized.
or he
Yeah.
was just reading it straight
Right.
up.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was a bit robotic.
That or he is that smart of an individual that. Have you ever noticed
But
how
he-
like
but that's
some
not
scientists
Could be like that idiot
Right.
savant kind of thing.
yeah,
where-
they just
I
talk
mean-
and they're so precise about
Well,
everything.
he
and
was like, sure,
Yeah.
certainly he could have he could be very articulate,
Right.
But like the way that he was telling his story did not come off as a person who is able to get over on other people. Because the first thing I realized was the fiction. I'm like, this is how people lie to make the story seem interesting.
Right.
Mhm.
And then
Because it's
the
not-
ending, the acting at the end where he's
Yeah.
like, I don't know what they're gonna do. But
Yeah.
like there was an inflection in his
Yeah,
voice. It
yeah.
changed.
But they're here.
Yeah, but they're on the dark side of the moon. It's like
Which all by the way, we can
They're
see
after
that
our
shit. Like it's not like this
footlongs.
mysterious place where we don't know what's going on back there. Of
Oh my
course we do.
God.
here, actually, I'll show you the picture and you tell me
Yeah.
what you think it looks like.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
anyway,
I don't know. With all this, like, I think it always like kind of chimes into our need for an origin. You know.
Yeah.
Like, I
yeah.
think people gravitate toward these things just because like it's an outside source for an origin for us, or
Yeah.
at least a connection to another life form that might
Right.
know where an origin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. Like everybody's looking
Yeah.
for like the
Well,
end all be
his-
all of the beginning.
First
if
of all,
that
his
makes
philosophizing
sense.
at the beginning of the story is a little suspect too.
Yeah.
Because scientists don't really make those kind of claims.
Right.
They just state what they know.
You can take a look at it. Here, take my phone.
Yeah, that looks fabricated to me.
You can't even see it. You're fucking blind.
Across
And you're
the
looking from
table.
across the room at a tiny picture. And you're like, nope, that looks fake from over here.
Why would you
Where
sh-
my fucking bullshit eyes that can't see 2 inches past my nose from here, I can tell that looks not
Then
quite
how
right.
would I be able to tell whether it was fake or not? I'm just like, it looks fake to me. I don't know.
To me, that's no dice, young man. You
Nope.
keep
No,
that
sir.
Yeah.
buffoonery away from me.
The thing
sir.
is,
But the thing is though that they did launch those rockets.
yeah. See,
The
but-
government has
Right.
confirmed that there's something up there that they don't know.
right?
And they're sending. And here's the other weird thing about those rockets: the rockets that they sent up were too small to have any serious cargo on them. Like
Right.
the payload for those is a very lightweight.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So what was it that they actually shot to the moon? And here's the other thing: the rockets that they sent up don't have an engine capacity to propel it to the moon. So whatever is in the payload has its own engine source to get it to the moon. So that's kind of a weird.
Probably like a bunch of
it's kind
diet
of a
soda,
weird
diet soda,
thing.
and like Mentos.
Well, the thing to me is like,
And one of them's just
This
a
is-
white flag, and the other one's a sign that says, "I hope you come in peace,"
Yeah, right.
because we're
Have
we're
some
not ready."
aspartame.
Yeah.
this whole thing, man, just reeks of like, we found Bigfoot and we did an autopsy, but we can't show the pictures.
Right.
Like, listen, none of that story sounded real. The whole like the government did launch. You know what, man? Like, we are on the verge of another age of empires.
Right.
Like history within our lifetimes, whatever history is going to do in a big way is going to happen.
It's gonna happen soon.
So like the major players for who's going to be on top are like they're doing things now, and whatever further our outcome hopefully.
Yeah.
So they're launching rockets. Who the fuck knows? Is
No,
it
but they-
anti-Chinese,
they- no,
anti-Russian?
They did
whatever?
say that it was in lieu of the discovery. You know.
Man, I got these
So-
anti-Chinese
But if-
rockets, dude.
See, the thing is though, like
Fucking crazy.
they could say any like this is dummy shit that people believe in,
Right.
and they're like, oh well, yeah, that must be the rock. Why the rock? No, the government's going to be honest with us just this once. Like in lieu of this is what we're doing, and we're totally honest.
No, it
this
was
time,
just
you
a
know?
response. You know,
Right.
like
Oh, yeah.
you know, like there was like this little uproar amongst
Mhm.
the little nerds that watch the planets and look for asteroids and stuff, and that was they said they're handling it.
Yeah, okay. It's so beyond anything we could understand, but they're handling it.
Yeah, but just like you
Yeah.
said, they're not going to tell us anything,
Right.
Yeah.
and
Listen-
that's just it. They won't tell you anything.
Yeah. See, here's the thing too.
We're on a need-to-know basis, and guess what? As far as they're concerned, we don't fucking need
Yeah,
to
we
know.
don't-
Yeah.
All we need to know is that Subway has a new sandwich with Fritos on it.
Yeah.
That sounds fucking delicious.
that's
Now-
that's
I'm
about
not-
like the level we're on.
I'll tell you what, I feel kind of ripped off because for the longest time now, before that goddamn Dorito taco came out, I had been getting the meal deal number 4, which is the
From where?
Taco Bell.
Oh, okay.
And the meal deal number 4
Fast
is
food.
the
No more
cheesy
aliens.
burrito,
Yeah.
which is the burrito with an extra layer of burrito shell around
Yeah,
it, and
yeah.
in there is the nacho cheese.
Oh yeah.
It's delicious, and it comes with a bag of chips and a drink, and it's only $2.44. Now, and this is a big ass burrito. So what I do is I open it up, I crush the bag of Doritos, and make the chips all crunchy, like little tiny
Yeah.
pieces.
Yeah.
Put that in the center of the burrito, and then 6 hot sauce packets, and you fold that up, and it is crunchy, delicious.
I've
Crunch, crunch.
I've been at odds with Taco Bell since their menu changed.
That sounds pretty good.
Their value
is good.
menu turned into this weird like shit you don't want in a taco menu, like fried potatoes. I like.
Yeah, what's
Take me
that
back
about?
to the
Yeah.
day with like the.
Why do you have tater tots?
Yeah, I don't.
You know?
I don't want this.
Tots.
I didn't say they were bad. I'm just
Yeah.
like it doesn't fit.
No, it
7
does
layer
not.
burrito, 7 layer nachos. I'm good.
Give me that cheesy gordita crunch though.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Gorditas
Dude, I just-
are the shit.
Dude,
No,
I
it's
just
so
rock
good.
quesadilla and some regular old
Yeah.
tacos. I really wish they'd have the goddamn habanero cheddar
Let me
Doritos
get
look
some
so
of that
fucking.
goddamn
Oh my
habanero,
God! Give
son
me
of a
some of
bitch.
them
I'm all red,
habanero.
white, and blue.
Sour cream habanero chips, man.
I
That actually
miss
sounds really good.
Yeah, right.
when I was a kid. Taco Bell was like the shitty place to get tacos. Taco Tico was the
Taco
fucking
Tico, that's local.
jam,
I don't know that. I do not know that.
Dude, you don't understand.
You know about Taco Tico?
Taco Tico
I can talk about
was the. I mean, like
See,
Hold on, gentlemen.
Supermercado, Taco Tico.
You just threw me back to one
Yeah.
of my happy places in my
holy
childhood.
shit, man!
Taco
Those
Tico?
enchiladas, my god.
The enchilada at Taco Tico was mind blowing, but
Yeah.
also something that does not exist anymore because Taco Tico is no longer with us. The taco burger. Do you remember the goddamn
No,
taco
dude,
burger?
I was a kid
Oh,
who
man.
couldn't eat anything but the fucking enchilada,
Oh
man.
man, the taco burger was just like it sounds. It's a burger bun with all your taco fixings in it, and it had like a different type of like shredded cheddar on top. Now, I wasn't a fat kid when I was little,
Right.
but I could eat some taco burgers like a fat
Yeah.
kid, dude. I could fucking house like 4 of those motherfuckers, and they
Dude.
were
That
delicious.
sounds like a torta.
This
like
is
a
before-
Mexican sandwich.
Yeah.
Meat,
This
all kinds of shit all over it.
It's just everything that's in the taco,
Yeah, yeah.
but in the burger
And-
bun.
Torta.
And
I remember
man.
this is the
Torta,
80s. They actually
torta.
used real ground beef.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Ooh.
And
Yeah.
then, like, I know, remember, like, then this came out that Taco Bell was using grade D meat. You fucking wish they were using grade D meat now.
Yeah.
Like what they're using now is like infinitely worse.
It's not even it's soy products
yeah, it's
with
bullshit.
meat.
Dude, I was
Yeah.
reading about the Big Mac today, right?
Yeah.
And the bun alone has 170 different
yeah.
ingredients in
Oh
it.
my
The
God. Jesus
sauce,
fucking
the
Christ,
sauce
dude.
is up to like 35 different
I
ingredients.
thought the sauce was just Thousand Island dressing.
It
Well, it
might,
is.
in the 80s, it probably
Kinda,
was.
Yeah. And then the pickles have like 15 ingredients.
You know what's really odd is how thin
But-
the burger is now.
Yeah, yeah,
at,
yeah.
At McDonald's, have you guys noticed that?
I mean, I haven't
Like,
eaten there in a couple
The
years. But
circumference
yeah.
of
A
the
little bit.
patty itself has remained the same, but the burger height
Yeah.
or width, if you or what's the
no, you're right.
yeah
The height.
is about half of what it was before.
They ain't giving you that thick meat anymore, huh?
No,
No,
there's
man.
no. I mean, and that's really
Well,
disappointing.
it, like,
I
'Cause
like-
my body craves thick meat.
Dude, if there's
Is-
anything,
is there-
I need my mouth.
well,
thick meat.
It's thick meat.
is
thickest
there
of
a
meat.
Oh.
fast food joint that actually serves beef now? Like,
Thick.
Yeah,
Beef-
backyard burger.
do they
greasy meat.
still ground beef?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
No shit.
Son,
And how delicious was backyard burger?
Oh, dude, my first job ever was at Backyard Burger in
Nice.
Altamont Springs.
I love
I
backyard burger.
lasted 2 weeks.
Oh yeah. Then
Yeah,
what'd you do?
because
Yeah.
every time there was an order, he'd be like, a burger for you, a burger for me,
Yeah.
Boop. Burger for you,
Yeah.
burger for me. Boop.
No, man, I was so bad at making those hamburgers.
Seth, have you eaten 36 burgers tonight?
Yeah,
37,
exactly.
bitch.
No, like anytime I'm so like, I was such a dickhead. I mean, I'm still a dickhead, but I hated being told what to do. So when they
Yeah.
told me not to put butter on the buns, I put extra butter
Extra
on the
butter
bun.
on the buns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like I hate this job.
I used
Fuck
to do
you.
that.
Please, I want to get fired. Please fire me.
Dude,
And
if
they
somebody
did.
ordered something with no onions, I would take the bun and
And
dunk
just,
it
like,
in the dunk it in the onion water and
Yeah.
then toast it so it wouldn't be soggy.
Yeah.
And then send it out, and you know.
Yeah,
I mean, at least
Chaos
you guys
would
never did
ensue.
anything that was like gross to the
no.
food.
No,
See,
I
that,
didn't
I
jizz
can't
in
do that.
anything.
No, that's fucked up.
Let me tell you
I think
about
I
a
spit in
story.
like one person's burger because I knew right where it was going.
Let me tell you a little story about working at a smoothie shop.
Oh no,
Oh.
is it a chocolate smoothie?
No, it's strawberry smoothie.
Okay, can't be that bad.
Wait, when the fuck did you work at a smoothie shop?
I worked at Planet Smoothie in Altamont Springs, right by the Backyard Burger.
You didn't
Oh,
work for
shit.
Seth, did you? When he had Smoothie King?
No, I work for Planet Smoothie.
They're all the same.
No, they're not. Smoothie King and Planet Smoothie are different.
That sounds so generic.
But it was
you work for,
it
you
was
work for like Tenderloin
it
King?
was the first Planet Smoothie that opened up in Orlando. Anyways, it was
Well, they're
back-
all gone now,
it was-
I think.
Smoothie King.
No, they're still around. That
Really?
even that same store that I worked at still there.
Oh, I'll be damned.
But when I was it was when I was in high school, I worked there.
No.
Anyways, there was my other best friend big. I won't give his name out because he's the story.
Yeah.
It was me, him, and this other chick. I won't give her name either. Working at the time. Well, they had this little thing going on where they were banging each other, right? And it was a slow afternoon or whatever. And he was in the back room. Now, if you're standing in the store looking at the counter, to the left was the back room, and there's like a door there, and to the right was the end of the cash wrap with the cash register. Well, they're in there making out, fooling around, foreplay style. Well, apparently he started to finger bang her while she was sitting on the sink, like, blah, 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 blah. And I got a softball team or whatever walked in, like a girls softball team walks in. And so it's now just me behind the counter, and I've got 15 orders. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you guys are doing back there. I'm in the weeds. Get the fuck out here and help me. And the guy opens the door, and with a handful of vaginal juices goes, and it goes like a loogie, right down into the strawberries.
Oh no!
And then he just grabs the ladle and just stirred it up.
No.
Right into the thing, starts making a smoothie. I was like, that is fucking out of control.
Wow.
Yeah, fucking
That's,
some sweet veg juice straight up into a smoothie.
You know what?
man.
I never got restaurant pussy. I don't know why. I worked in plenty of them.
Oh, I got plenty of restaurant pussy.
See, maybe
dude.
it's because, like, you get a fat guy that close to food, they're like, dude, I don't know.
There's burgers. You talking about?
Here's the thing. I was
Ain't
I had a female manager at a restaurant that I worked at, and we were dating, so we were bang crazy all over that restaurant. And we set it up to where I would open and she would open on the weekend, and so it was just the two of us for like 2 hours prepping the store to open it.
Yeah.
Banging in the walk-in, on the prep table, banging on the counters in the front of the house, banging in the bathrooms.
No workplace pussy for me.
Really?
No, no, not that. I don't know. I must be very lame.
That's not even the first job either.
gotten-
There was other jobs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
many jobs, hand jobs, blow jobs,
Yeah.
all sorts of jobs on the jobs. But Mr. Matt over here, yeah, I'm lame. I suck. I got nothing.
You worked in the mall though. It's hard to bang your employees in the mall.
And I was married for the past 10 fucking years.
And you were married too, so there's that.
That kind of punches me out on the
Dirt
old
bag that's
pussy,
not married, so.
Yeah.
the random pussy wheel. Fucking spin that.
Yeah.
The pussy wheel on the bus goes round and round, round and round.
See, I worked at a restaurant with one of our mutual friends back in the day. It's a notorious
TMI.
Yeah.
Too much info.
Yeah, and that job ended poorly for both of us, actually.
Yeah, usually that does.
Yeah.
Can't
I
be
mean, we
banging
did-
friends on the clock.
No, we weren't banging each other. We were just buddies. Like, it just
You can't be butt buddying on
Yeah.
the clock.
It
Can't be fudge packing in the fudge packing factory, god damn it. There's too much packing going on.
everybody else in that restaurant was banging crazy.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you what, man. Restaurants are a weird place to work because it's everyone's fucking everyone, and there's a lot of drug use.
Yeah,
in the restaurant
a lot.
industry.
Really?
Like, the only other place that I've experienced more drug use on the job, or I've seen rather, working in construction, which sounds extremely unsafe.
Little
But
bit.
you can bet your bottom dollar 90% of the construction workers building your house are either on pain pills or smoking weed all day long.
Well, pain pills I understand.
I actually have a story about
Because,
that.
you're moving shit, you sore. It hurts.
But it's for recreation.
And then,
Just don't get it
the whole
twisted.
pot thing, that's
Yeah.
got to be boring as fuck. So you need
Smoke.
something to entertain you.
Man, I got a pinner right here. Let's get right.
Yeah, right.
Let's get right. Let's get right.
Man, we got to do this
God.
Art Deco bullshit on this fucking bullnose in the shower, man. Might as well get create on it.
You ever
man.
come up on a construction site and just see a group of guys just standing around not doing anything?
Yeah.
They're fucking stoned, all of them. Hi,
Well,
shit.
here's the thing. When my uncle has a construction company, and he would hire me, and he would always be like, "See who's smoking weed in the trucks?
Oh,
Just
I
tell
hate-
me."
You gotta be a
Oh.
narc, man.
Yeah,
That
fucking-
sucks.
And I would tell him, I'd be like, "Hey, listen, motherfuckers, I'm not busting my ass,
Right.
Because I'm supposed to be here making sure you don't smoke weed. Now you smoke your fucking weed, but just remember, I'm not your fucking bitch. I'm not like carrying all your shit around.
Right.
Like,
Buy
I'm
me
not gonna
some-
say anything, but I'm not doing a whole lot of work.
You be
either.
fucking cool.
I ain't
I'll
gonna,
be fucking
I ain't gonna
cool.
ratchet out as long as you give me donuts.
You leave
Yeah.
the fucking truck keys in here with that AC, and you
Oh,
motherfuckers
yeah,
get
shit,
to
man.
work.
I ended up actually
Give me
having to
some
do a lot of hard
crullers.
work that I didn't like, but fuck it. What are you gonna do? my uncle was paying me well, so
You guys ever have like a really shitty job like that, like outside of construction that you just fucking hated?
every
Oh, yeah.
single job I've ever fucking had.
Nah, I hear you, man. How about
Awful.
you?
Oh yeah.
Dude, I worked at a fucking truss company.
Oh,
where-
the one in Popka?
yeah, no, the one in like Forest City. It was Smith Lumber.
Yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Worked for Smith Lumber one summer when I was in high school. Talk about a fucking shit job.
Yeah.
Stacking wood in the middle of the summer.
Nice.
Dude, fuck that noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
And then
sucks.
I lost the job because I cut myself
I remember this. Yeah,
to,
yeah.
the, to the point where I needed like 30 stitches on the inside of my leg.
Damn.
Cut the leg muscle
Holy shit.
all the way down to the bone. So in the
Doing what?
So they
Like-
have this thing called the plate room,
Uh-huh.
and it's just this fucking cement shed, like 4 walls
All right.
and a door. So when you're building a truss for your roof, wherever there's a joint, they have these metal plates,
Mhm.
and the metal plates sit on top of the joint, and then you come through with a pneumatic or air hammer, and that's what you nail down.
Yeah.
Well, these plates have these razor blade teeth
Mhm.
that go down into the wood, right?
Yep.
So I'm stacking, and I've got a stack probably about waist high all the way around, and I'm walking around the side of the stack, and one of them is sticking out. Oh, no. And I step into it, and it's so sharp that I don't feel it in the front of my leg.
All right.
And then
Oh,
I
yeah.
take a step, and I step through it. And it goes, like, just how it sounds, like all the way
Yeah.
down my leg. And I felt a tug, and I was like, man, what the fuck was that? And I looked down, and in the middle of my next step, my leg just went, opened up to where I could
Yup.
see the bone. And then I, like, got off the leg, and it closed up again, and then I just fell to the ground and held it. And as soon as I held it together, dude, the amount of blood that started
Yeah.
pouring out,
Yep.
it was ridiculous. So they end up taking my ass to this, like,
Oh yeah.
workman's comp doctor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Doesn't even speak English, you know. And he's in there and he's sewing up my leg,
Sewing up
And-
the leg.
like literally, like it took him like an hour and a half to get everything put back together.
Shooting
I was
jizz
dumb,
all over it.
you know. I was like a fucking stupid kid. I should
Yeah.
have said, "Take me to the hospital."
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
You know, like that should have been my move, but
Yeah.
I didn't think.
He didn't know better.
And then as soon as he got done sewing me up, like 30 something stitches on the inside of the leg, and then there was like 15 or 16 on the outside of the leg. He wraps it, like pressure wraps it with ace bandage, and he's like, "Okay, you can go back to work now."
Seems legit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, "No,
I'll take it.
I'm going home, motherfucker. Fuck you, buddy. I'm
Yeah.
out."
Oh yeah.
And
I'll be taking my workman comp, bitch.
yeah,
Right.
that was
Sign that check.
Yeah, dude, I love
I
it.
was
I
into
love it
that
when
job.
like the blood that flies out. It's just comical. Like you can't do anything.
dude. And the
You
funny
just
thing
laugh.
was, my buddy that I got the job with, he was one of the nephews or whatever, the owner of the company. The motherfucker's laughing at me.
Yeah,
like,
dude, well,
the
at a
whole
certain
time.
point-
Like, you have no idea how bad he was laughing. He was cry laughing and peeing his pants.
Dude, at a certain point, it just gets to
Justin
that.
Lamb.
It just gets
Oh,
to that,
yeah.
that comical level. Like that happened to me. I stepped on glass, and there
Mm-hmm.
was just so much blood. I couldn't do it. I just started laughing my ass off.
yeah.
It was like a Monty Python skit, just fucking spurting,
Well,
fucking everywhere, just
When-
blood. Like you just,
So
it's like your natural
a
reaction.
month goes by, maybe 2 months, and then like it heals, you know, the muscle heals or
Yeah.
whatever. And I go back to work, and the first thing I do when I show up and clock in, he's like, "Hey, I need you to go in the plate room and straighten up." And I was like,
I think I'm
quit.
done here. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, no, I'm not doing
Thank
that
you.
again. I was just, you know, bedridden for 2 weeks straight. I couldn't walk on my leg. Nah, fuck
Yeah.
you, guy. I'm done.
See, when I worked at MGM Brakes in North Carolina on the assembly line, I was a tester.
Mm-hmm.
So they put the brake together, and I would do all the tests to make sure that like when whatever the thing is. So I would
Crash
have
test
to.
dummies, anybody?
Yeah.
Once there
Yeah.
was a boy who got into an accident, couldn't go to school. When I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
They
So-
finally did.
So this one, like you have to every time you
I
want
don't
to test
know.
a valve, you have to change it so that it matches up with the thing that puts the pressure in.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I'll take an A.
and I didn't move the thing before I pushed the button, and it stuck. I'm like,
Microphone.
why the fuck is this thing stuck? And I pulled the brake out, and the fucking pneumatic thing clamped shut and almost got my fucking arms in
Holy
it.
shit! Are
And
you
I was
serious?
Oh, I almost just broke my fucking arms.
Yeah.
almost broke. You almost lost
Your
your
fucking
fucking
arm.
They should have
Yeah.
been gone.
And that's like had someone seen me do that, I would have been fired on the fucking spot.
Absolutely.
No
Because that's like
lawsuit
a
for you.
major, yeah. Because it's a like
So you stuck your arm in the automatic brake press thing.
to pull the brake out. I was like, why the fuck is it stuck? Pulled it out, bam, fucking pneumatic thing shut.
That's
closed.
like, dude.
That's
When
just
I worked
scary,
at
man.
McDonald's, the retarded guy that worked
Yeah.
with us, the token retarded guy who,
The mentally challenged.
now it's
loser.
everybody.
whatever. I just fucked myself. I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
The retard, the fucking retard, dude, who got paid to sweep the lobby.
Yeah.
He was in the kitchen area for some reason. He dropped a goddamn screwdriver into the fryer.
Oh, motherfucker.
And went in after
Oh,
it with his
no.
hands. He got about a half inch away from the oil, realized it was hot, pulled back. But like everybody got to watch it, and it was just like no, and he's
Yeah.
oh,
The anticipation, you're like,
it's like yeah.
watching.
But like
Oh.
just like seeing that happen, like see someone put themselves in that amount of danger, like you don't
yeah.
I don't know, like you can't believe it's happening, and then you
Adrenaline kicks
Oh,
in for
yeah.
some weird reason.
Well,
Everything slows way down. It's
right.
weird.
For
Oh,
me,
yeah.
it was the repetition, like, because it's a very repetitious job.
Yeah.
Turn it, test it, turn it, test it.
Right.
Turn it, test it. I just missed a step somewhere.
yeah.
Fucking almost lost my arms because of it.
And then you almost get so used to being around it, like you like devalue
You
the amount
lose
of
the-
power,
you lose-
the amount of powder it
fear
has.
factor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm so dyslexic that I would probably be 15 minutes into it. I'd lose my hand.
Yeah.
I'd be like, turn, test, turn, 10.
Yeah.
End of my day.
They did. This, as the story goes, guy lost his hand in a machine once.
Of
But that
course.
was a story. I mean, I guess apparently it was true because you can't.
Just
That's
once.
like, I heard someone tell the story. I didn't believe him because there was too much emphasis on how bad there or how much blood there was.
Yeah.
First
It's-
rule in storytelling: don't emphasize the blood. No one will believe you.
Well, the thing, apparently this is how they put safety measures in. It's like the tag out, lock out, whatever system, because the guy had like disabled whatever safety feature it had at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to push two buttons so
Yeah.
that your hands aren't in the machine,
Right, fuck
to
that.
make the thing work.
You just want to
But
get one
the
button.
thing about this guy, he had one hand and he used his boner to push
Yeah,
the other.
push the other one down. Yeah.
He was boner
He's-
pushing.
So
well, he's boner
that's how-
pushing eating a public sub.
So you push the two buttons.
Naturally.
Because that's how mine worked. Like, my machine was two buttons.
Right.
I pushed the two buttons and it got stuck, and I'm like, oh, well, didn't help. I outsmarted the fucking dummy machine.
But what you did is you used your elbows and rocked your hands forward.
Yeah.
To pull it out.
No, once you push it, it goes, but it
Right.
got stuck. And I'm like, and I reached in. Yeah.
Here's a question. Now, jumping back to the whole alien thing that
Mhm.
you're
Whoa.
calling bullshit on. Now, what if, just for shits and giggles and argument's sake, what if the report is real? Now, how would that affect your life in any way, shape, or form? Would it not? Would you just carry on and just until some shit goes down? Shit goes down.
Until, like, some fucking alien smokes up to me with an attitude, shit is just the same.
I gotcha. Okay.
I got news for you with your nanotechnology aliens if you're listening to this. Fucking step to me and I will knock your shit out right in the street. World Star Hip Hop style. Just fucking lay you out and put the video on YouTube.
Bitch, I'm coming at you with a noisy cricket, motherfucker. I'm gonna take you out.
I'd probably go mad, financially self-destructive, and just take out crazy loans and get
Yeah,
Oh.
like loan shark money type
just
thing.
like
and just
yeah,
go-
get nuts and just go have fun.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Like, because I mean, like if there's that,
I wouldn't
if
be
there's
one of
gonna be that big of a shift, like in our
Yeah.
little world, like like
Here's-
your little $50,000, $100,000 loan ain't gonna fucking mean
I,
dick,
I don't think I
you know,
would be
like in
one
the
of
long
the
run.
preservation people like concerned to save their life and
No.
like find safety.
Not at all.
I
I'd
do
go out and
think-
experience.
I do think I would. I mean, I would be on the front lines as far as wherever they were going to land. I would want to see that, like wherever they were
wouldn't.
going to make contact with human beings.
No,
I'd be
I
on the TV going, man, Corey just got fucking zapped.
Yeah, because you know that motherfucker's gonna step out of that spaceship, fart, and then like
Yeah.
the immediately 100,000 people around that thing are gonna die from that dude's flatulence.
be like, I know Shuba wanted to be there, but he is getting alien fucked in the ass so hard right now.
He didn't even last 5 fucking minutes.
No.
He's got a glowing orb protruding from his penis. That looks painful. That
Yeah.
can't be
Yeah,
good.
thank
Be
you.
like, man, I can't watch this anymore, man. I'm gonna go fucking watch some Netflix.
Yeah.
Like, I'm bored with this alien raping my friend. Speaking of rape, man, I know that like we live in a time where you can't really bring up rape because all the fucking progressives will jump on your dick. But here's a little preview of what's gonna happen to the women in my immediate area. Said aliens drop down. It's rape time. I got news for you. Like, I'm sorry. I got to get mine. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I don't know what you mean. Don't lump me in with that crowd.
Yeah.
Like he instantly just goes, "That's like bro code." Like, yo, bro, you know what
Come
I
on.
mean? No, fuck you, guy. I'm
Whoa.
not Captain Rapey over
Wow.
here.
Like, hope, just run faster than me. Shouldn't be a challenge. So.
Hey, and by the way, people out there listening in Radioland, he is not talking about raping females. He's talking about raping anything.
I was gonna say it's
Yeah.
equal opportunity.
if it's moist and it's got a hole, it's going in.
Slow goats.
I don't even know if it's warm.
Yeah, he doesn't
Well, I
care.
don't like cold. I'll tell you that right
Yeah,
now.
Oh, okay.
no, we know
yeah,
that.
yeah.
He
It's
doesn't.
got to be warm.
Yeah, so moist doesn't matter. Warm.
If it's covered in
Raw
sugar,
dog just going in dry
Don't give a
docking.
fuck.
Like,
Dry docking.
I don't even care if it's a fucking Krispy Kreme donut. Warm, moist.
But I feel
Sugary.
Like, I
Yeah.
feel like that
Tart.
creates.
Yeah.
I feel like that creates a paradox for you. Like if you fuck a Krispy Kreme donut while it's warm, you make.
I'll
you,
break my own neck trying to lick the sugar off my dick.
Well, that's the qualm. Like you fuck this delicious little treat.
Can I
and-
make eye contact with it afterwards?
Yeah, that's.
You're gonna
that's
eat
totally
the donut
fine.
that you
But that's
fucked?
the problem. You're
Yeah,
gonna want
that's-
to. You just shrugged
Hey,
it.
He's
What-
like,
What's a guy to do, man? The fucking aliens are here.
Yeah.
If you're gonna fuck something and eat it, it better be a donut.
can't be a bagel.
I'd eat a
I'm not a
human.
Jew. I don't.
I like bagels.
Listen, when shit gets tight and the aliens are here, I'm not going to fucking eat a bagel. Like that's out the window. It's everything I've ever wanted.
Yeah.
Donuts, pizza, pussy, and I'll probably have to take a nap at some point.
You forgot your crowning your favorite thing to do.
What's that?
Take a shit.
Fuck yeah! I
Oh.
just stop right. Like, don't look at this, aliens. Because I am kind of shy in front of
Shield
in front of
your eyes.
strangers, Yeah.
You'll think less of us as a
Yeah.
species.
Do
Don't
that, or
watch
they'll
this.
think it's a fucking
Oh
weapon
my
and blow my balls off.
It is a weapon. Who
Yeah.
the fuck are you
Yeah,
kidding?
right.
Yeah.
That may be the only defense we
Wow.
have against
That'd be
aliens.
funny, dude.
like this guy, I'm an outside consultant. They're like, you got to do it, man.
Unleash the beast.
Yeah, and I'm like, my time has come. What's the line from Transformers? Fate doesn't always something at the time we wish or something.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
I
I
know
can't
this.
quote Transformers.
yeah,
There you go. That's my one
yeah.
Transformers.
Well,
quote.
anyways,
So-
I'll rise to the occasion. Drop a deuce.
Oh man,
Save the planet.
the sweetest of deuces.
Oh,
just
dude,
the
now just-
stinkiest of deuces.
Yeah.
just- it's so bad. The smell is so bad that it shuts down their technology. Like it short circuits everything
no,
that they have.
Here's what I do: like a fucking ninja, I sneak onto their ship, clog their toilet. I run out just in time where it blows up behind me, and I dive, and I make it out of the fucking explosion rage.
And it's a fucking shit cloud of an explosion.
Oh
it's
my
just diarrhea.
Oh yeah.
Ew.
Then I fucking
That's nasty.
surf up to my new penthouse, riding a wave of pussy juice.
Well,
In
shit.
the fucking story,
as you
kids.
flick it into a
Shit.
tub of strawberries.
Yeah, that's the
Shit, pussy
yeah.
juice, and strawberries.
Fucking America.
Krispy
Hey.
Kreme donuts is fucking life.
Well, we're reaching the end of the show here, gentlemen. Thank you for another episode of the Degenerate
Yeah,
School
man.
of
I didn't
Wizardry.
get drunk enough for the
It's
40 ounce.
episode
I know.
40.
I only had like 3 beers.
Fucking what is it?
sissy
Asperger
shit.
pills.
Yeah, Asperger pills.
Asperger Pills is the name of the episode.
All right.
Thank you for sticking around, guys. We will be back with episode 41.
Mm-hmm.
We'll come up with a title for it then. And
Oh,
until that
nice.
time,
Yeah.
this is Corey Shuba live in Gamer Cave Studios here in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah,
And,
My
signing
name
out.
is my name is Seth.
that's Seth.
And next to me is Matt.
I'm Matt. Hi. I
Yeah.
don't want to be called Cornhole anymore.
What do you want to be called?
I don't know.
And I could do without the Italian Punisher. I think it's time for me to move on. And
How about we just go by our fucking names?
Yeah, let's do that.
No more nicknames.
No more
I'm Corey Shuba. Sitting across the table from me is Seth Sacco.
Mhm.
And to the right, Matt Exigio.
Oh, he can't even say my name.
I don't know how to say the
Say my name.
Oh, wait, I can't.
Egizio.
Egizio. I know that.
Egizio.
I could say your name.
So,
You put me on the
And-
spot.
and-
yeah, no, it's
Egizio.
okay. It's okay. It's a tough one, man. Like,
Gizio.
in the old country, it was like Gizzi.
Egizio.
Hey, it's a Gizzi.
I like that. Matthew
And,
Egizio.
Let's not forget Yoko.
Yoko, holla.
Tara.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, we don't use names.
Well, because she's a something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of those.
So we'll see you guys next week. Thank
Mhm.
you for sticking around.
Mhm.
And until then, everyone have a good week, and
Yeah.
we will talk to you on
Indeed.
the flip.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye.
Certainly.
Peace.
Good night.
Show, guys.
Yeah, man, it was good.
Yeah.
It was thoroughly enjoyable.
It's fun.
Especially sitting on the fucking couch, man.